Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It's January the 7th. Can you believe our time is moving right along in life? This is our first Wednesday of the year. Let's see, let's move some stuff around. Let's close that. Let's put our do not disturb on because we don't want to be disturbed. And I decided I was sitting here, I was watching this awesome movie. I sent it to Barb. Y'all, it's hot here today. It's almost 80 degrees. Last year this time we was in snow. I have no sleeves on today. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Hi, Zell Storm. I'll do something different. I got some Happy Mail today. Well, I call it Happy Mail. My 2026 David Austin Rosebook. Julie Parker. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Hey, Eddie. I have to do some things. Remember I told y'all I have to keep my gel prints in check. If I do not keep them in keep them in check, then I can't do any more gel pulling, right? And so right now, today, I realized that they were getting out of the box that I put them in to fill up. It's full. So we're going to fill this box up with Lydia. Hey, Kathy. Lexi. I felt like this morning I needed to send you a private text, girl. It's like, are we connected on social media so that I could just, chime in when needed? I just felt like I needed to. Okay, so we got these. This box needs to be full. And this is what we're going to do. We're either going to make ATC sizes. I'm going to take my gel pulls and put them on something that's a little sturdier. Um, all the things. I wonder, is there David Austin calendar? I'm quite sure there probably is. But I do I do the book. For one, I have David Austin roses because y'all know, if you know me, I have a rose garden. But I love David Austin roses because they look like two of my favorite flowers combined together, which is the peony and the rose. And so when I went to the mailbox, this is the only thing that was in the mailbox today. And I'm like, I'm here for it. It's perfect. But I always used it for one, for the care of the roses, but more so I ordered it to get it to use for inspiration. Like open up a book, put that color on my plate. This is watercolor. I haven't even done it with gel printing, so we can see. I put her out so she could not be barking, and she's come right on the other side of my door. Hold on, guys. That way I don't have to hear her bark today. And she doesn't want to stay inside because it's hot outside. It is hot outside. I woke up to go take the dogs out, hang out this morning, just like, oh my God, I can't walk with my coffee. It was already 70 degrees. Last year we had snow. I'm just saying. Okay, so that was that. All right, let's see. We got, hey, Mariah. Lexi said, haha, I don't think we are yet, but we can be. Let's make that connection, girl. Because I enjoyed hanging out with you and Miriam this morning. And then the conversation went left with that tape. I was just like, oh my God. Which is very interesting. Hi, Pinka. Which is why what I can say is it always gives me a chuckle, though. I love it. So, no, nothing bad. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love hanging out on other people's lives so I can get some motivation and just, kind of get ready for my day. But listen, here's the thing. There's a new movie that I was watching. Because, when I was sitting here doing these, and I'm using some I'm using some cards that I got in the mail that came with all that Stampin' Up stuff that I'm not going to use, not going to be a demonstrator. But the cards are cool, right? So, of course, they were great for that. I ain't gonna throw them away, but I'm not gonna use them. So that's that. Got this. Got some more paper that I need to cut up. And that's where we are. That's where we are. So where's everybody? How was your Wednesday? How was your first Wednesday of the year? Tell me about it. Let's talk about it. And hopefully a lot of you I see in the chat was here last night with Becky and I. Let me show you what I made. There's the finished product. I meant to put the picture. I took the picture, but after last night I went to bed. Becky had me up late. I don't like being up too late no more. But that is the finished product, and you can take it. It can go on my arm. So I'm going to give it to my granddaughter for her birthday, because her birthday is next month. And I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. I did pretty good. I was very proud of myself. You did so some chaos with the tape comment. You never know what's gonna. No, right? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't mean for it to go left, but hell, last week I guess I did the same thing. What the last time too. So we're gonna laugh about it and keep going. Oh God, it was look, Eddie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just it wasn't bad. It wasn't. But if Lexi chooses to tell y'all in the chat, I prefer her to tell you in the chat. Hey, Adrian, that I'm not gonna talk about it. It's not. It's not. Not that it's not worthy. It's just. It just was funny. Y'all know we talk about perspective. We've already talked about perspective before, and people's perspectives are just they're different. And I'm telling y'all, I'm still working on perspectives over here. I don't get upset about it. I just be like, oh, that's their lived experience. That's their perspective. And they just spoke out of how they see things. And that's okay. It's okay. And that's all that happened. That's all that happened. About tape. About tape. That's all I'm going to say about tape. And it wasn't even a P conversation either. Because y'all know, oh God, what did I do with my note? I have a note. Because we got to not talk about it, but see my note right here? This is to remind me. This is P. This is all about P. We can entertain a thought without accepting it. That right there is golden over here in the studio. We can entertain a thought without accepting it. Right there. Excuse me. So I wrote that down when she said it because I was trying to remember how she said it the last time. And then I was like, when she said it yesterday, I was like, oh, there it is. That's it. I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper that's going to stay. And then I'm going to take it and put it in my journal. I'm going to put it everywhere. I'm going to keep reciting it until it gets in my mind because we can entertain a thought without accepting it. And that's everything in life. So much so. Everything in life. Everything. My anchor journal is coming along. What does that mean? You got a journal with anchors? I think I done missed something. Julie Parker, do you have a YouTube? Like, do you do stuff on your YouTube or are you just a viewer? Mo, I'm wasting my talents here. Mo, hello, hello. I was hanging around with some pink this morning. You were all over the desk. I was thinking about it. Yep, we can entertain a thought without accepting it. Now, that's going to slide. Why do people wait till I get on here and want to? Oh, yeah. Okay. That one's okay. Ooh. And my stomach has been going some kind of way. So if y'all hear my stomach, oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck is going on. Do not. I'm just going to say it that way. But it has been talking to me. And I was like, I got up and I ate. And I was like, well, I'm not hungry. I ate anyway. Then it got mad. It was just like it was having a conversation. I was just like, well, what the heck is wrong with you? Don't know. Doesn't hurt. Nothing crazy. It's just been talking to me. That's all I'm going to say. It's been talking to me. Hi, Lisa. Lisa. I was talking to my North Carolina folks yesterday because we have my Mr. McCoy is from North Carolina. He's from Fayetteville. Oh, wait. Did y'all see this? I pulled it off. I meant to talk about it. This is the pull I did yesterday. We are going to gel print for sure, for sure. But I have to do some things before I can gel print. Got to, got to. But this one right here, because I've been slapping these flowers on everything I can, everything. So, but I feel like today's live, today's whole little conversation and everything. I like the way God confirms things with things. I did the thumbnails. I did the, what do you call it, the content last month, really November. And so when I did my thumbnails and everything, put all the things, so I think it was, only thing I needed to do today was, or think you should be, is what I added today. But starting where you are, not where you should be or think you should be, right? And that's just how that went. And it's just like, ah. So today I want to talk about something that comes up every single time we cross into a new season, a new year, a new chapter, um, even on, just a new Monday or a Wednesday, or new relationships. And I'm just going to say it out loud. How about that? You like that, Eddie? I'm going to say it out loud. Regret has had way too much airtime in our freaking lives. Regret. Never regret the things that have made you smile. That's what my daughter used to say. Well, still says. She always said, because I was always the one who would be regretting, like, that just didn't go well. That just didn't work out. Right? And she says, never regret anything that made you smile. That means bad relationships. It made you smile. It was a time y'all were happy. It did make you happy. Or the job was satisfying. It was pleasing. But so don't regret it, right? And I was just like, well, hot dog. Here we are going into 2026. And God, you're still talking about regrets. Because in order to be intentional in your life, you cannot have regrets. Hey, Bernadette, what's up? No buffering today. Julie Parker, I am happy that you are not having buffering. And hopefully you and your um, autocorrect will be in sync too. That's my prayer for you during this live. Now, Julie Parker, another question. Have you gotten out those gel plates and got them sitting around somewhere doing nice? Ooh, that's pretty. Um, Minus the volume. Wait, everybody, can you hear me? I know you can hear me. I had to cut my volume down last night. Let me see. Did I cut it back up? Y'all give me a mic check 1, 2. I did cut it down last night. Let me cut it back up so you can hear me, because I don't like when the volume isn't good and you got it. I want it to be a comfortable sound. Yeah, you hear me? You hear me good? Okie dokie. All right. Even the yucky jobs I have had, I learned what I did not want to continue to do. Isn't that right? That is so, so, so right. Right. And so even in my lifetime, I've looked at relationships that I haven't had in the past. I looked at a broken marriage. I looked at the fact that I was a mother very, very, very young in my life. And all of those things, as I was growing up and going through life, as the bad stuff started happening, you start having regrets. Like it's just part of life. You have regrets. Um, and so I just want us to go and talk about regrets. And if there are anything that you can think of that you feel like you're still kind of holding on to, like the one thing I felt like I was still holding on to was not really regretting. Yeah, I kind of was regretting that I just didn't go off and cuss some folk out back in the day. Um, I was trying to be very demure. I was trying to be, I was just not trying to be rude. I wasn't trying, I want to say some things, but I'm not going to say some things. Y'all read between the lines, okay? Bernadette will know exactly where I'm coming from. But in the past, so coming from a broken marriage, coming from a broken engagement, And and then when the engagement broke me, like broke me. And it took 15 years. It took 15 years before I would even, well, let's see, 14, 13, 13, 14, 15, 12, maybe 10 years after the broken engagement for me to even think about. I was just slaying left and right. They have a name for me. I will tell you in private, but not out loud here on social media. Oh, but I wore it well though, because I was just slaying left and right. It was, the conversation would be, if you even thought you wanted to fall in love or thought you wanted to date me for long periods of time, the conversation was quickly, I am not here to fall in love, and if that's what you want, you need to keep on stepping. I don't have time. It wasn't very ladylike, I would say that. And then I started regretting it after I got, you know, and my daughter, that's when she said, anything that has made you smile and you had fun, don't you regret it? And I was just like, yeah. And I had to walk into that. And it took me about 2 or 3 years to walk into it. So now I have no regrets, just intentions. So here's the thing, if you're in my life, you're in my life. And if I'm like telling you, I want you in my life, I'm not perfect. I want you to know that, but you're in my life. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking behind your back. I will not say anything behind your back that I will not, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, say in front of you. Now, I might spare your feelings because I might tell Mr. McCoy straight up how I feel. But then once I come and talk to you, one on one, I'm going to kind of be a little gingerly with you because, again, I don't go and cut people, both ways. I try not to. But this day and time, there are people that are very ultra sensitive. I don't have time for cradle and coddling. That's why I say I'm not for everybody. So going into 2026 over here on YouTube, slapping paint on paper, where we heal one brushstroke at a time, I just don't have time for it, right? So that's why I want us to start where we are. I want you to think about where you are, not where you think you should be. I don't want you to have any regrets because you've learned something from where you have been. If you didn't, then you probably will, you probably will do the same thing, mistake again. And you'll learn eventually because, I always say if you don't learn something, you will repeat it. And then you'll be over here crying about it and you'll be like, wait a minute, that happened before. And then you'll take notes. Hey, Di. I feel like somebody else popped in too. I don't think. Oh, Darcy. Hey, Darcy got her a daggum easel, y'all. Oh, I was just so happy to see that easel. Now, the question is, Darcy, where you put that easel at? Fancy that, hey, making two journals at once. What am I thinking? Demir never worked for me. Eddie, it never worked for me either. They still called me a itch. They just called me a bougie one then when I was trying, yeah, so, yeah. Which is why I have no regrets now. So if y'all ever hear that Karen said something over here on the YouTube channel and she went off and she cussed out somebody, just know they had it coming. They had it coming. Because I've been through enough in life that I just don't want to deal with it. And Webb, hello. Yeah. So, and so in the last, let's say, since 2004, 2005. Let's get to give you a time frame. This is how no regrets, great intentions really got boring. It started years ago. And remember I told y'all I'm going back in my journals and I'm looking at lessons that I have learned. And God, I told you, God told me to put my business all out here in the street. So that's what we're doing, putting our business out here in the street. And unfortunately, sometimes it has to include some people that have been in my life, and hopefully they can accept it in love. If not, again, I don't care. Anything that has made me smile, I just will not. So as I, slap these painted papers on these backgrounds to make some cards that we're going to sit and have a nice little chat. I'm not considered very demure either. See, that's why you over here. Y'all, if you're still here and y'all hang out with me for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, y'all my people. I mean, you gotta be my people to sit and hang out and listen at me and watch me slap paint on paper. You just gotta be right. You don't hang out with people you don't like or love or have some kind of admiration for, right? You just don't. You just don't. So I'm grateful that you guys are here. Very, very much so grateful. Um, oh, oh my word. I've been called that too. And let me tell you something. I was called that before I knew what it was. It's just like, oh my word. Sorry, y'all. That's a little sideline, but okay. We're not for everybody. So we got art on our what do you call that thing on our mind. We want to slap paint on paper. We have the nerve to want to have joy in our lives. We have the nerve to not want to take people's crap. Like we have the nerve, the gall to want to be happy, to be grateful for where we are after we've been through all the things that we've been through. And those people that usually come around and be talking shit, they're the ones that usually don't like their lives. Okay? Today we're talking about no regrets, just great intentions. Not perfect intentions, not even being dramatic about it. I mean, we can because we tend to, right? Just good, solid, honest intentions. Y'all know all I want in life right now is joy. I do not want the bull. Do I want that though right there? Let's double that up. Ooh, that'll be beautiful. Look at that. Oh, and I might shock y'all with the way I'm getting ready to do this, but I'll be wanting to make sure it come out the way I want it. And I don't got time to be measuring and lining up and all that stuff. We ain't got time. We just gonna sit here and have this conversation a little bit. A little bit. But I think I can cut this down just a hair. Let's cut. Let's do this. Hey, Alec K, Alec K, Alec K. Di, how is the hubby doing? I feel like I haven't been on one of your lives in forever. And you've been pairing up with Pam, knowing I don't be up that time of night. And then when I try to get up and say, "Oh, I'm woke," I'll be like, you better go back to sleep." Because we're trying to be intentional in 2026. That means business needs to be tended to. And I can't sleep all day. I stayed in the bed a little bit today but 9 o'clock is the longest I need to be in the bed. Okay. Julie Parker says demure, meaning reserved, modest, and shy. I used to be that way. Not so reserved, only a bit shy, depending on the situation. Modest, yes, still modest. Well, I ain't none of those things no more. I am straightforward to the point. Hey, I don't like what you just did. Hey, I don't like what you just said. Hey, let's go hang out. Hey, let's do this. Hey, I don't think we good for each other. Hey, I don't think I like you. I mean, that's just where we are. I ain't got time to waste. I don't got time to waste. I don't have time to waste. And I didn't like that. So, but we gonna leave that. Now I gotta cut the top off because I did that just too wrong. Don't worry about it. We're going to use those scraps. Don't stress. Don't fret yourself. Don't fret yourself. Be like it was last night with them beads. Julie Parker was like, I just feel like I want to help Karen. It's just like, yeah, I got to get it. It was because I was being taught by a right-handed person. I was listening to what she was telling me to do to make that knot. Knowing I don't do knots that way. I'm left-handed. We do stuff the right way. You right-handed people, y'all do stuff y'all way. Hubby is healing well. I have just started going live again this week. Okay, cool. I haven't missed anything. Cool, cool, cool. Just after things that slap my will be live tonight. Thank you for telling me that, because you know that matters. Because it's been Wednesdays and Mo will be like, "Di not going live." Be like, "Okay, well it's a party. Let's ride out." So, and I feel like today somebody else is going live. Y'all put it in chat. I can't remember. Can't remember. Okay, I like that. That turned out good. That turned out good. But yeah, I've been trying to do the use it or lose it myself over here. And I always say, well, Di says use it or lose it. Ooh, ooh, that might be beautiful. Look at that in there. Let's do it. Now let's see if we like it on black. Oh, no, I don't like it on black. I want that to pop out. Orange. Let's do that. There we go. I'm happy that everybody is going to do their lives a little bit and changing. So everybody has some intentions going into 2026 or in 2026. Now we're already here. And so the thing I want you to add today is zero tolerance for the BS.com. The world is going through some things right now. Everybody is getting to see it, right? Things used to happen back in the day. We just didn't get to see it all over the world. Now we have social media and you get to see everything that goes on. But I just want to caution you not to fall down the rabbit hole too much because it can really get in your psyche and just kind of piss you off. Like some of the things that I've seen over the last couple days and today, it just made my heart hurt. It's just like, God, that's where we are now. And then remember, lived experiences, lived experiences. Uh-huh, girl, I saw that. Keep in mind. Uh-huh, girl, you know I picked up on that. Listen, walk with me now. Don't get weary. Walk with me. We ain't even done. Start where you are, not where you should be or think you should be. Cause here's the deal. Here's the deal. I remember when I had 5 subscribers over here on YouTube. And this is a new year because we're dating new people, right? I don't want to date everybody. I don't even want to be in relationship with everybody, which is why I give you a little, how do you say? I give you an exit. This is how it was when me and Mr. McCoy started dating. So let's talk this thing because that's where I was going with it. Let me go. So ever since about 2004, me and Mr. McCoy met in 2006, right? We met in 2006. My daughter died in 2007. We got engaged in 2008. We got married in 2009. A lot happened, right? And then in 2010, 2012, I woke up singing Karen White's song, How Did You Get Here? Right? And if you know Karen White's song, you know. If not, Google it and get the words. Not that I had problems with being married, getting married, because I met him before my daughter died. But when my daughter died, my mind shifted. I was not the same person the day after my daughter and my granddaughter died, right? Wasn't the same person. I tried to be the same person. I tried to, after the funeral, walk away, carried away from the cemetery, go back to the life that I thought that's what I thought. Thought it would be okay. It was not. I was not the same person. Mr. McCoy had married me based on what he meant. I had married him based on what I had meant. But somewhere in there, I had decided Mr. McCoy was not going to be the one. It's just like, it's just something about, whatever, whatever. It wasn't major. It wasn't him personally. It was the things that was attached to him. And I didn't want to deal with it. But after my daughter died, I forgot. Like, this is how God works, y'all. I didn't forget. It just kind of wasn't important in my mind anymore, in my psyche. So I kind of let things kind of go. Hold on, I got to get some more paper. Well, I got to hold on. Y'all can still hear me. That's just how many papers we got. I'm just trying to decide which ones I want. And I don't want to use tissue paper all, but some of them has to be. And so while Mr. McCoy and I were dating, I went, you go and you meet the fam, right? Meet the family and all the things. And, too busy, don't like that. And somewhere in there, I was just like, oh, this is not me. Like, I don't like this. I don't like it. And so that was a yellow flag. And so after we got engaged, we did the counseling thing. We did prenatal counseling. And the counselor, we're talking. And I was like, well, this is my problem. I feel like this is going to be an issue down the line. And, he's like, no, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Mr. McCoy says, no, it's not going to be a problem. We got this. And I was just like, oh, okay. just put a pin right here and know that this is what I have an issue. Like, I have an issue with. Y'all, I want y'all to know what I had an issue with continued to be an issue. So the intentions that I'm talking about right now is have no regrets. So I don't have any regrets about getting married and moving forward with my life and my relationship and all the things. That's not what I'm saying. My point is there were some relationships that kind of got pissed on because I was being very demure. I was being very quiet. I was not being the Karen that maybe I was before my daughter died. I was being very, very quiet. I wasn't, I would just let people, they would say whatever, and I'd just be like, oh, okay. And, Mr. McCoy didn't say anything, and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's how we're gonna roll. Hey, Carla, no regrets, just great intentions. So here we are in 2026. I'm working on growth. Most regrets tend to show up and you grow from it, right? You were the wounded healing. I wasn't wounded. I wasn't wounded. I wouldn't use that word. I wouldn't use that word. Um but I get what you're saying. I just wouldn't use the word wounded because you could live or die from a wound, but we won't unpack that one. We'll just keep going on with that after that. um it wasn't Mr. McCoy that I really want to cuss out. It was family members that I wanted to cuss out. And then I had to realize, like in 23, 24, no, 2017, 18, 19, somewhere, we start doing some things. I started doing some things. I started doing some grieving. I started doing some, definitely after my son was murdered. I definitely did a whole lot of waking up to, oh, Julie Parker, you okay? It's cool. I started not being overly quiet per se. I started being a little bit itchy per se. And then I realized that I had been quiet for so long that people took my quietness and they would disrespect. They would just, talk around or whatever and just assume that I'm okay with what was going on. Well, I wasn't. So I had to tell some things and do some things and just basically punch out some conversations and come into each year with, yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. So coming into 2026, oh, everybody know Karen ain't doing none of that BS.com, right? So most regrets, I want you to realize anything that you have a regret about right now, it's going to make you grow. And that's what it did. It made me grow. It made me grow because I started grieving. I feel like I've grieved more over my daughter and my granddaughter since my son has passed. That was the craziest thing to me. And the reason being is I came into when my son passed, I was wide open, like my eyes, I was part of the whole process, everything, right? With my daughter and granddaughter, I pretty much just showed up. Phone calls would come, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? But I was not in the funeral home making the arrangements. I was not at the cemetery picking out the plot. So it was like they were protecting me, but at the same time, it should have been, I needed to have walked this thing out, right? So to be honest, no regrets, great intentions, right? Good, solid intentions. So coming into 2025, I learned that there were some things that I needed to stand up and I needed to talk about, and nobody could do it but me. And I had to uncover some things. I had to say some things. I just had to do it. And I don't regret it, y'all. So that's why I'm saying no regrets. Just great intentions. And look where I am now. I can get on here literally. Ooh, that's pretty right there. Let's do some of that. Jeez, I didn't know I had a double. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, let's do this one, that side, and this one, this side. Yeah, that was pretty. Ooh, I'm glad I flipped that over. Maybe. Look, now I'm indecisive about it. Oh, let me read some chat. We got a lot going on. Listening and making diamond dot snowflakes. Ooh, that sounds fun. Ha ha ha. Plans are often made with the information you have. Once things change, you have to reevaluate the path you have planned. Absolutely, Lisa. That was absolutely what I had to do. I don't regret any of life choices I made as they formed down and built me. Yes, I know to make better choices these days. Julie Parker says, Dad's immediate family have a lot of people that make me feel downright unsafe. Yep, I know how that is. Tore me down. Yeah, tore me down, not Foreman. But I like Foreman. Look, Eddie came right behind and said, I like Foreman. I kind of like Foreman because I looked at it as a construction site. Like, I thought that's where you were going with that, Di. I like that. I'm with Eddie, Di. I'm with Eddie on that. I kind of like that. Ali K says, I've had some regrets in my life, but I didn't know what I know now then. I'm coming to realize that I made the best decision I could at the time. I can't go back. I can only go forward. Julie Parker says, Di, I was trying to think if yeah. So Allie K, very much, very much, very much good words. Um, and that's the part where my daughter says, "Don't regret anything that made you happy." And so what I'm saying, no regrets, just intentions, is the part what you're saying. You can't go back and you have to move forward. How you move forward is gonna. This is where we're going. How you move forward from the part that included, like what Julie Parker is talking about, family. When family's included, people are gonna be pissed off. You're gonna piss some folk off. I don't know another way to say it, right? In your brokenness and in your quietness, people enjoyed walking over you and making decisions and then telling you what they wanted or whatever, right? You look back and you think, I should have known better, or I should have spoken up. Like I should have left sooner, or I should have said this, or I should have said that, or I should have tried harder. But then that was kind of like you're judging the past when information, like what Ali K just said, that you didn't have back then. I mean, I know what I know now about people in my life. I did know it then. I was just trying to not be the a hole in the relationship. I was not trying to be the bully in the relationship, right? I was trying to I'm trying to handle people the way I wanted them to handle me. That's it. Hey, Vanessa. That's it right there. That's it. I was trying to kind of let them see a different deal, see something different. And maybe they can be like, oh, well, that's cool. But it wasn't working. All it did was left me out there in the street to get hit by the truck. Right? And so me and Mr. McCoy, we have this conversation now, and I'd be like, and for those that don't know, Mr. McCoy is very, very non-confrontational. He is not gonna come. We don't have arguments. I'm the one sitting up having an argument. He's not arguing. He's not finna waste his energy, as he says. And I'd be like, well, some things we need to talk about. I don't care about arguing, but some things we have to have a conversation on. And sometimes I'm the one that's usually be like, well, WTF you mean? Well, I can't believe they said this, or I can't believe she said that, or I can't believe they want to do this and don't want to do that. That's usually me. He's the one that shows up and does whatever they say and whatever they like. And in the past, that has brought me along for the ride in the little wagon. So I got rid of the little red wagon, and I drive a Porsche now, and I come in fast and I come in hot. And the thing about it is, I ain't had no complaints. So I said, this is what. So I had to pause a little bit because that's not me, right? I don't like coming in hot. I don't like coming in full speed ahead. I really like to take my time, assess the situation, find out, is it even worth me talking about? Because, if you call me a bad name, you call me out of my name, or if you tell me you're going to do something stupid, I'd be like, okay, cool, no problem. I know 911 real quick. I don't have time to argue. I'm too grown, right? So that's the way I went with that. Then you got to think about Y'all, it's a whole lot. That's why I say we're gonna put it at no regrets, just intentions. So where I am now with my family, his family, and some friends is I want to show up. Darn, the FedEx man kept going. I thought he had something for me today. I want to show up and I want to be the best version of myself. And when I show up to be the best version of myself, you get to decide if you even want to be a part of my life or be a part of my journey. And if you don't, I'm okay with that. I really am. Again, I'm not for everybody, nor does everybody want to hear the hard truths of when you cut somebody off. Most people don't want to hear that. They're the ones, in my opinion, in lived experience, are the ones that do the most hurting. They're the bullier, they're the gaslighters. They're the ones that make you feel like crap. And I just don't have the energy for that. And right now, I feel like in the place where we are in this world, in our place and time right now, a lot of people are showing you who they are. And I'm okay with that too. But just remember, my blade cuts two ways. If you don't want none, don't bring none, and we won't have to worry about fixing anything. We can be friends. Like the climate, when we had the voting and all the stuff that was going on, and and there were people just like, well, you need to be this. Hey, calm down. I just want my joy. I just want to slap paint on paper. I don't want to do none of that. I'm going to exercise my right to vote because I have family that literally died so that I can exercise my right to vote. Now, how I do it and what we do, we ain't got to talk about that. Now, what you do is your business. Now, when you get over here and you get ignorant, being rude, I'm going to have to say, listen, let's agree to not be friends anymore. Because sometimes you just can't come back from some of the crap that you be done saying and expect me to be your friend. No. So let me ask you something. And I want you to answer honestly in the chat. How many times have you been replaying a situation in your mind that actually changed? Let's see. How many times have replaying a situation actually changed the outcome? Mr. McCoy, you've been in the chat because I've been talking about you. So you had a situation. So I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna give the details of the situation, but I had a situation in 2013 that happened, and in my mind, every time the frustration with family came up, I kept replaying the situation in my mind, and I was like, well, dang, if I'd have went ahead on and did X, Y, Z, maybe it would have been better, or maybe it would have, maybe people wouldn't be, thinking this or whatever. I had to let it go. And the way I let it go was to put the truth out there and say, listen, hold up. Let's change this mood. I want peace. I want joy. I want family to be family. I want family to be together. I'm tired of like y'all not, liking or whatever. Don't let my confidence continue to be a problem for you. Don't think I'm insecure. None of that. This is what happened. This is why I responded in kind. And I took the high road. I took the adult road and I walked away. Well, people didn't know the truth. Now, that changed some things in life. That just redid some things. So for me, asking you the question, replaying some situations in your lives, did it actually change the outcome? Right? Julie Parker, you're a problem solver? Di says, people will treat you the way you allow them to. Won't they though? And that's what was happening, Di. That's exactly what was happening. People were treating me the way I allowed them to treat me. And so now in 2026, I just have zero tolerance. Well, actually in 2025, I started in 2020. I feel like I started in 2024, but I really walked that thing out in 2025. So to now, it's like, don't come on the ranch. Don't even come through the gate if you're coming in with the BS. If you're not coming in with peace, if you're not coming in with joy, if you don't feel grateful, if you don't love and like yourself, don't come. Don't come. I don't want you to come. And if you're coming in here to talk about people, I don't want you coming. If you're coming in here to be mean, You want to just kind of make people feel bad about themselves, and they'll be like, I don't want to do that. What you mean? I would never do that. Actually, you do that, and I don't want that. I don't like that. I like that green, but I don't have any more, I don't think. Okay, so this is another thing I'm doing as we have this conversation is show you how I also use my gel prints. I don't like that. Let's put that on. Oh, let's put that on there. Maybe we're gonna save this and do something else with it. So the thing it does is it changed my mood. It gave me more confidence. So now when I walk into a room, I don't have to put my head down and feel like, well, I already know they don't like me, so I don't care. So now I get to walk in the room and not feel any of that. You know, the regret doesn't always move you forward. Sometimes it keeps you stagnated, it keeps your stomach in knots. It just keeps you emotionally busy in the wrong kind of way, right? And being busy with the past is still being stuck. So that's why I wanted to say no regrets, just intentions, good intentions, great intentions, new intentions, now intentions, intentions to be different. And if you're the person that do all the bullying, I want you to change. And if you're asking yourself, "Ooh, what? Maybe not me." It might be. But sometimes people become bullies because they get sick and tired of being bullied. And I'm just saying, if you didn't like it done to you, don't do it to other people. I don't like the way that went. Just don't. Just tell yourself we are not going to do this anymore, and then have a conversation with some people and tell them that they hurt your feelings. Oh, I might like that. Tell them that they hurt your feelings. Tell them why they hurt your feelings, and tell them that you're choosing to move forward. Because you know what? Intention says that I want to show up and I want to show up great. I want to show up honest. I want to show up in my authentic self. And when I can't show, when I'm not healed in whatever has broken me, I can't show up in my authentic self. Oh, I like that. I can't. I didn't. I can now. So, like the title says, starting where you are, starting right here, right now. Not where you think you should be, but right here, right now. And if you need to tell somebody, it's like, you know what, I just can't be friends with you no more because I just don't believe in what you believe in. I just don't want to do things the way you want to do things. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. They not gonna like you anyway because when you show up in the room and you don't drink no more, they just gonna be like, oh, you're not fun no more. You know how it is when somebody really realize that they had a problem and they cause problems, and they just like, well, I guess we got to move. We got to change. Me being a grief artist, I've had to change friends because they feel like all you're gonna do is talk about art and grief. They're like, well, if that's what you hear and see, then you're missing the message. The journey is not about just grief and art. It's just who I am. I can't change that. I've lost. I grieve, and I'm an artist. I love it, and I'm happy about it. Very much so. So much so that, oh, just in case you didn't know, I got my own stamps. We're going to pull them out and we're going to stamp on these things. We are. And you know where you can get them from? Over there at PM Artist Studio. Just saying. Those are the things that make me happy. And never. And the other thing, don't count people. People that started on the journey with you are usually not going to finish the journey. Oh, that's so pretty, but we're going to have to cover it up. God, that's pretty. But I want the other side. That is very much so beautiful. Ugh. That used to hurt me. I had to grieve that. I had to grieve friendships because everybody's not going to be happy for you. And they don't mean no harm. They don't. They just don't know how to be. They don't know how to be out of the spotlight. They're used to being the center of attention, or they're not used to being center of attention and they can't handle your spotlight and your attention. The one thing I hate is Mr. McCoy and I was talking about this earlier, and I was saying I don't like people that are scammers. Now we got scammers that go and they don't know who you are, right? And then you got scammers that they know, you know who they are, And like when you really look at it, a scammer is just a scammer. Somebody that just comes into your life and they just take, and you don't even realize that they're taking. They are taking the joy out of you. They are sucking, they like a leech. They are sucking the life out of you. And that's where I put my foot down and I said, the intention says, never again. I'm not going to let that happen to me ever, ever again. It says to me, when I do, I'll come back to myself faster because I'll pay attention to that behavior. That's what growing up living intentions looks like. That's not confidence without arrogance. When you realize that somebody's pouring gasoline on you and telling you it's water, and then in like 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to come back and light that match. Mm-mm. We are not receiving that kind of behavior in 2026. We just not. Now, some people don't want to talk about it like straightforward. I'm a straight shooter. I don't want you to have to go through some of the mess I've gone through. I don't. Because leaving myself exposed in situations because I wanted people to like me, it's the worst thing I could have did in my life. The worst thing I could have did in my life. Now, if I had it to do all over again, I just tell them people to kick rocks with open toe shoes on in a blizzard. In a blizzard. Get away from me. I don't like you. I don't want to be a part of your life. You don't want to be a part of mine. Let's agree that we only get together when we need to. And other than that, you going on about your business. But I didn't do that. And so here we are. But there are no regrets, just lessons. Just lessons. I learned a lot. And I want you to think about the things that you've learned. Oh, I'm going to have to cut part of my lotus off. Or, wait a minute, we got some bigger paper. Hold on. No, that's not going to work. I don't like well, wait a minute. Let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it. Wait, but you got some bigger paper. Oh, I do? Okay. Oh, here comes the buffering back. Julie Parker, that's your internet. That's not my internet. Thank you, Di. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vanessa says, I bought your beautiful stamps. Oh, thank you. Vanessa, don't make me cry. I'm still over here. I'm still a bucket of tears. I am. I am. Because that's the thing. If I would have stayed in regret, y'all, I wouldn't be where I am. Like, I wouldn't have, I would be somewhere still crying over spilled milk. And the people that hurt me, they don't consider themselves as they don't consider that they carried a knife. They don't consider that they did anything. This is when I talk about the gaslighting and talk about the people be like, oh no, you just interpreted wrong. Or you just that's not what I meant. And be like, I don't care what you meant. Right now, I'm not having it no more. We're not doing that no more. Right? Lauren gonna get in trouble. She came right on back over here by my door. And she hears me talking, so that's part of the problem. She just ugh. Julie Parker said, I have a question. Why do so many people you think are good friends drift away or literally walk out of your life? Well, Julie Parker, first of all, you put them in a category that they never should have been in. Good friends. We start out meeting people and they're just that's why I like authentic relationships. I like when people come in and be like, I like this and I like that and I like this and I like that. What you feel about it? And then if you say, well, no, I really don't like it, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, so now we have a level of what I can do around you and where I need to go get that other friend. Like Eddie gonna hold the Vaseline. He gonna bring the Vaseline and gonna hold my earrings. You already know right there what kind of party usually we can walk into. We can go hang out. But you got some people that be like, wait, why you need Vaseline? Why somebody need to hold your earrings? That's telling me that not that you're not my friend, but you're gonna be over here. Because you have to label your friends. You have artists that are your friends. But they're your friends. We all connect here on I'm going to say most of us connect here because of the art, right? A lot of people maybe come here for the conversation. But either way, you see how we're going. Everybody's in their lane. And when you try to take that art friend and put that art friend over there with the shopping friend who don't want to shop for paints, who want to go shopping for shoes and things, you're going to have some clash. And then when they do something crazy, then you're going to feel like, oh, I lost my friend. No, the friend was defined in the beginning. You just tried to put the friend in a box that it didn't go in. Same thing with family. Once they show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Death brings out the best in people. Oh, why are you acting wonky? If you want to know how people really are, let somebody die. They want the money. they want they want the money, they want the car, they want the house, they want the clothes, they want the jewelry. And I'm just like, wait a minute. You didn't even like him or her. When my son died, I did the worst thing I could have ever did in my life. Let this woman sing at my son's funeral. Because I was trying to keep the peace and be nice. And my kids say, I cannot believe, like, when they saw the program, they're just like, why is she singing? I was just like, well, it's okay. We'll just let her be a part of it. But when my son was living, she couldn't stand the ground he walked on. But again, I was trying to be nice. Trying to be nice. So, all right, let me go. Let me go chat. Chat got, let me catch it up. Catch up. Answer that. Lexi said, I think sometimes people come from a place of anxiety when someone they know is changing too. I know I've responded poorly because I was worried how something was going to work out for a friend. I can see that. Or Julie Parker says, or, oh, here comes the, oh, we read that one. Eddie says, Karen, I'm going through that with my family. They think I will forget their lack of presence when I most needed them, right? Lisa says, friends are like roses. As they open up, you see their true colors fully exposed. Oh my God, I love that one, Lisa. Whoa. I got to pause on that one. I got to pause on that one. I like that. I like that. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. Because you know, I love roses. Started the stream off showing y'all my rose book. I love that. Oh my God. I can see it. It's just so true. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to cut it because I want what I want. I just want what I want. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Eddie says, I lost my home because of what you're talking about, Karen. Oh, God is going to bless you fully. I'm here for the blessing. I am. And so this is another reason why me and some people in the beginning of me and Mr. McCoy's relationship, we didn't get along because I would see what would be going on. I would hear the conversations that they would have behind people's backs, and I would be like, "Wait, I don't like sitting up here talking about people. Like, are we gonna help? Is there something you're gonna do?" And it's like, no, And I was just like, Lord, they talking about them like that. What in the hell are they saying about me behind my back? So I've always been a type person, if I can't help you, I really don't want to talk about you. I don't. I really don't. It's not going to solve anything. And the other thing that God has really, really blessed me with is to be able to help people because I've been on the other side of that. Like, I know what it is to not have. I know what it is to get a divorce and gonna have to worry about, oh my God, what am I gonna do with this or what am I gonna do with that, right? So yeah, and you just end up in situations that make you unhappy and make you take stuff that you really just shouldn't take. And I think, like I said, when my son died, I realized I did stuff that was just out of grief and out of a place where just like, I'm not getting put in this situation again. We're just not finna do this, right? No regrets, just intentions. And so as I was reading, my journal, reading over some things it was October, November, I was just like, God, that just I started feeling bad about some things, and then it's like, no regrets, Karen. Just keep moving forward, be a better person, teach people how not to be this way. And so that's why I'm having this conversation. Is it a good conversation? And no, I'm not saving that. I got enough paper in here, but I wanted that lotus off of there. And then we're gonna take. I feel like we're gonna put that lotus in something. Hey, Zippy. Hey, Miriam. I feel like somebody else came in too. Julia. Hi, Julia. And um, Eddie say, I'm here for the karma. Sorry, not sorry. Eddie, let's talk about that. Because remember, I had a son. My son was murdered, so I was here. I was here for all the things, and I had to remember, and I had to think about it. Be like, well, that works both ways. And so, a little bit of me, Eddie, a little bit of me, a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit, okay, a little bit. I still feel that way. I do, because I understand what you're saying. And then this is the other thing, guys. No regrets doesn't mean no pain, right? So I've forgiven the people who have hurt me in the past. I've forgiven the people who have used me in the past. I've forgiven the people who really took my kindness for my weakness. I've forgiven them. But like what Eddie said, I still feel just a smidge. I need them to understand. A little bit of me still feels the way that karma has your address. But the part that I'm not involved in the karma is how it happens. And this is the other part. God wants you to be there when that person, that karma does come around. God doesn't want you to be gloating about it. Because he's going to show you. He's going to show you the thing. He's going to show it to you. Like, look, they did this. I told you I got this. And God, sometimes he take too long. But if he does it right away, then I would gloat about it. And that's not cool. Because then I would be just as bad as the other person. So no regret doesn't mean that I'm not hurting about what they did to me. It doesn't mean that what they did to me doesn't matter. Nothing should have been different because I needed to grow through whatever they did. And the other thing is, if God put them through the same thing they put me through, they wouldn't be able to handle it. Like my ex-husband's wife, she wouldn't be able to handle the loss that I've had. I can acknowledge the pain without building a house there in the pain, right? And that's who sung at my son's funeral. So that's out there. But it wasn't a secret. But I mean, it did. I did. But I was trying to be nice. And for the reasons that came back to bite me in the butt. But I could care less now. I do. I can care less. I don't care. I don't give a flying California flip. Whatever. There's a song that's called "Ride On, King Jesus." And that's what I want the people to do. All the people, I can put them in a basket and just, cover it up, put a bow on it, and be like, okay, God, here's all of them. Now, I need you to make a big difference in my life because I want to move on with love. I want to be grateful about life. And I do not want to hold a grudge. I want to build relationships, right? And I mean, that's really, really what I want to do. But I had to acknowledge the pain. I had to acknowledge that the people hurt me. I had to acknowledge that they were trying to ruin me. I had to acknowledge that they put a time clock on my marriage. Like, I mean, God, I don't know who won or whatever, but God knows they put a time clock on me and Mr. McCoy and just like, oh, they ain't gonna be married long. And here we are, been married, and the people that put the clock, they married, they divorced, and moving on. Just like, oh, don't count people out. But so I wanted to share all of that because it's like I want you to show up. I want your intentions to show up great. People think intentions have to be big declarations. And when I made mine, they wasn't big declarations. I had to first make it, I had to acknowledge this pain with myself first, right? With myself first. I had to have this whole crying, woe is me conversation with myself first. And tell myself it's just like, oh my God, you're just so bad. You just did this is just so wrong. I can't believe that you did this. I can't believe you fell down that rabbit hole again. Cannot believe you let the person use you like that again. And then God just quickly, just like, get up. Don't you sit there. Don't you regret one thing because you learn from it. And you learn that this person does not have your best interest at heart. They never did. That hurt too. Because some people that in the past that I've had as friends in my life, I would have put my life in their hand. And God says, don't put your life in anyone's hand but mine. Big difference, right? Big difference. So I want you to think about that. I want y'all to think about where you are in life and where you're going. Because intentions, they show up in small amounts. They don't. I mean, they do. They show up like in all of this happened, I want to say over maybe a 2-3 year span. And where I am now, I get to have better relationships with people that I know because I've cussed them out and basically told them that they're crap and they don't mean anything or whatever. And they're still showing up. They're like, okay, she just ain't finna take my crap no more. And that's how it's gonna be. All right, Lydia says, no, Lisa said, my dad always said you cannot hate someone you are praying for. That is true, but I can leave them and their mess and leave it there. Lisa, let me tell you something. I wasn't praying for them. Let's be clear. I was not praying for them. So, wasn't praying for them. Just make sure there's a film. Just make sure there's film in your camera. Eddie, you know we listen, it's gonna be on DVD turned into a home movie. Everybody gonna see it, and we have to accept the fact when nobody sees it. Hey, Lynn. Then we had Julie Parker said John's brother almost didn't come to our wedding because he believed our marriage wouldn't last long. I really believe Williams' family didn't want to come to our wedding. I really do. And I say that because of the way they showed up. I mean, when people are happy for you, they show up happy for you. They don't show up like, somebody just put a gun to their head and is like, hey, you better be there. But that's just how I felt then. But remember, we're going to renew our vows at 20, and we're going to Barbados, and none of those people that were there, some of those people will be, but none of those people that were there in the beginning, they won't be there. The invitation is just not open, and that's just only because I just don't feel like I want to do it like I did the first time. And we had a beautiful wedding, but that day, child, it just was stress. Ask Bernadette, she'll tell you. She was there. She was the director of the mess. She did an amazing job. She made sure I didn't have to cry. She made sure I didn't have to see some things. She made sure she handled some things. She did a great job. She did a great job. But some people just showed up and just showed out, and I was just really pissed off. Just like, ugh! I was so mad I just didn't want to cry because I had cried enough. Lydia says, I don't know why people can't worry about themselves and mind their own business. Not our place to judge other people. Ooh, Lydia, that's a long thing of woo. There's a song for that too. It's like sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. The Williams brothers. Lexi says at Lydia, right? I can't imagine feeling the need to predict someone else's relationship success. Who's got the time for that nonsense? Baby, they had it. Julie Parker said, October will be our 20-year anniversary. See what I'm saying, Julie Parker? Don't be counting out what God is blessed. Don't be counting out what God is blessed. And the other thing is, we're happy. I mean, sometimes I think he probably wanting to just be like, girl, go somewhere and sit down and shut up. I do. I think he do sometimes, but he don't say it. That's his forehead. Remember I told y'all how he talked. His forehead talks. But sometimes after I've done said it, then he'll have that look on his forehead, and then the next thing he like, but you right. And I keep trying to tell people, I don't be trying to be right. I just want people's behaviors to change. I want their behaviors to change. Where we are in the world right now, I don't care how people feel. I don't care. I don't. That's their lived experience. That's their opinion. It's just like buttholes. Everybody got one. I try not to give my opinion based on too much of anything because then time I give my opinion, I'll be like, somebody else got their opinion on that. And somebody else got their opinion on that. And then I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it. So I save that for my intimate friends so we can have real conversations so I can be me and say whatever the hell I want to say and don't have to worry about offending nobody. Right? But I do have to say one thing, y'all. Gotta tell you about this one thing. Tell you this story. Sicily, 1954. Picture it. On social media, y'all know the monks are walking, and they're walking for peace. They're not talking, they're walking. Just minding their own business. Anybody that shows up on the walk, I feel like they're showing up on the walk, okay? But there was something that was on social media, and it just made me cry. And I was sitting there, and I was just like, I cannot believe what was done. And I'm not going to say what was done, and y'all might be like, boy, why she said us like that and don't tell us? Because I don't want to give that kind of airtime. I can't believe if you know in the chat, you know. Put in the chat and tell the people what I'm talking about. But I just could not believe the man showed up like he did against the monks. Against the monks. They don't talk trash to nobody. They don't bother nobody. We all get to live our life and choose to serve who we choose to serve. I just happen to serve God. And I just believe that God sent his son Jesus to die for my sins. That's me. Does that mean that everybody in the chat has to believe what I believe? No. No, it does not. But if what I say resonates with you, great, wonderful. But I'm not here to try to change anybody's mind about their religion. I'm not. But that thing hurt my heart so bad because these men have been walking their feet off, walking the skin off of their feet. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people are looking at it. I just look at, Lord, I'm not finna do that for no cause. That was what I said. That was, again, that was just me. And then that's why I said earlier, y'all don't the social media will have you over here just having regrets about things. And now we got AI taking over things. Pay attention to things so you can know what is real and what isn't real. Don't let people bait you going down to these rabbit holes. Because if you start getting distracted, you're going to miss the big picture. Don't miss the big picture. Don't take your eyes off of the big picture. And if you want to know what the big picture is, I want you to go look in a mirror right now. You are the big picture. God is working on you. He wants you to be all that you can be so that when you show up, you're the best thing that he woke up this morning. And when you're comparing your life to somebody else's life, it doesn't support who you're becoming. If the answer kind of is, oh, no, that's not me, whatever, then don't regret it. You just need a different choice. You just need to kind of, like, if you want to be in the know of all the things, there's nothing wrong with it, but just don't let it engulf you. Letting go without regret. We can do that. We can do that. We don't have to regret. We don't have to like everybody. Remember, we're not here for everybody. We're not. And that's okay. But who you are here for, you need to be the best version of you so that when God sends that person your way and it's time for you to have a conversation about what you've gone through in your life, you need to be able to stand flat-footed and say, yep, I did that and did. Don't judge nobody else because we all have lived experience. I always tell people want to call they they want to talk about the girl, talk about the little loose, call them little loose girls or whatever. I'd be like, oh, don't act like you wasn't never a hoe yourself. Don't act like you ain't never done some things. Don't be judging them folks. Just because you might be in the Bible and quoting the Bible now and you know the Bible from front to back, maybe. But do not judge people. You don't know what their life has been like. For me being a mother at 14 and 16, I'm the first one to say, hey, you call me what you want, but what you won't call me, dumb, stupid, and I'm gonna take the hoe off the table because I'm gonna claim that one first and foremost. So if that's what you want to claim and call it, then I already got that one. What next? What next? And I think when people show up in their authentic self and who they don't have time to spend talking about other people's life. They don't. They really don't. As it goes, the Karens of the world will mind their own damn business. I felt like it's my name. I can finally use it the way I want to. But, or ask, let this be your question. How can I help you? How can I help you? Is there something that I can do to make your life easier today? How can I help you? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's go with that. Let's cut this down about right there. Smidge right there. And I think when I started doing that, asking, how can I help you? Or shining the spotlight, be like, oh, well, this is me and this is that. And, I did this and I did that. And you look at the expression on the other person's face and you can already see them judging you. Like, oh, well, how dare she say she did that out loud? I mean, how dare you hide it that you did it? Back in the day, they just didn't have social media like they got it now. Now, can't nobody hide nothing that they do. You get up on the tabletop and start twerking and backing it up and dropping it like it's hot. There's a camera there. There he is. Just like Freaknik was not televised, you do it now. Somebody gonna have you on social media. And they're gonna be talking. They're gonna be talking about. Look at Auntie. Look at Auntie. Look what Auntie doing. Look at Auntie and Aunt over here doing the most. I'm just like, boy, look at here. Is anything sacred these days? Nope, it is not. So own your stuff. If you had whole tendencies back in the day, own it. So what? Children got here from whole tendencies. Children got here from men and women having sex. It should not be a taboo. Oh my God, did she just say that? And did. Because we're letting go of the regrets and we're moving on with intentions. But the one thing you got to be with yourself is honest. You got to be honest. Own your stuff so can't nobody else come to the table and try to shine on you, as the kids say. See, Mr. McCoy put up there. See his whole tendencies just came out. He just put it in the chat. Freaknik was a thing. He went, I didn't. We had a conversation about that too. And I judged the hell out of him too. I did. Sure did. That's why when he get to acting like he all prim and proper, I be like, man, don't be acting like that. He did. He said, yes, please, more, please. But here's the thing, Mariah. Let me tell you something. If I can get that man that was probably at Freaknik to come and show up around here at the ranch and run around and drop it like it's hot and do all the things around here, child, y'all probably wouldn't get that many lives. But he come over here and he try to be all nice and pure and holy. But that's because of what's going on the backdrop. We working on it though. We gonna work on it. I'm gonna have him on video, y'all. I'm gonna have him on video, and y'all be like, look at Mr. McCoy out there dropping it like it's hot. Be like, Mr. McCoy chased me around the barn last night, y'all. We had a ball out there behind the barn. I'm just saying, this is real life, okay? Real life. When you own your stuff, you don't have to worry about nothing else. You get to show up and be who you are, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. That's what I told him. I was like, so what? You went to Freaknik. Did you have fun? He's like, man, yeah. I said, you was probably walking around with your mouth wide open. And he started, hey, it's okay. I'm happy for you. I just wasn't finna be out there. I was a mother. I ain't had time for Freaknik. Didn't. I didn't. Didn't have time at all. Bye, Miriam. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Miriam told me I need to get my iron out, y'all, and start ironing my fabric. And I said, ooh, I thought about it. I was like, ooh, I can probably stop. I have to having to fight with the wrinkles when I put my fabric on my art journals. If I did iron the wrinkles out of them. So we're gonna get us a little mini iron to put here in the studio because ain't nobody got time to be ironing regular clothes. Ain't doing that. And I don't need a crease in my pants no more. Y'all remember the creases back in the day? The crease so sharp it cut you. But so y'all get to see, like Mr. McCoy said he was gonna come in the studio and be a guest. I feel like we could talk about this more together. So because what he might be on his break or he might be trying to work and stay in the chat. But I feel like we could have these conversations because there's no regrets. I don't want him to have regrets about his life. And then he takes me and puts me up on a pedestal, and I just be like, I have to cuss every now and then to let him know that yes, I have a praying mouth, but I also have that mouth that sometimes I have to be like, Lord, forgive the words that just came out of my mouth. I do, but that's the thing. I don't want nobody to put me on a pedestal. I don't. I don't. I do not. And I told him marriage is a ministry. And whenever he decides he's ready to show up for this ministry, then he'll show up. But right about now, I feel like he's just hiding, hiding in the back, hiding in the background. Like he'll come home now and he'll talk from the door, but he won't come all the way in the studio. And then I'll get mad because he be talking from the door. Like, come on down here, player. You want to talk? Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. But I think we have fun in our marriage. And I think some people just can't handle the fact that we have a marriage that we can have fun. Some people want to put stipulations on marriage, and I'm like, if you're not married, you can't put stipulations on people's marriage. And most of the people that try to put stipulations on our marriage, they're not married, and I don't want to hear anything from them at all, at all. Zip, close your lip. Don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. Slide to the left. Don't want to hear it. Because if you knew all this information, you might would either get you a man or woman, or you might still be married. Zal said, Karen, I'm sad that I have to go because you are cracking me up in the best way. No problem, Zal. I'm happy that I could help. I am. Much so happy. I want this on here, but I really want it on. Where's the little black paper? So everybody knows. So we got it. Today, January the 7th, nobody's going to have any regrets. And if you do still have regrets, you have to do the work so that you don't have regrets anymore. You have to do the work. I want you to do the work so that you don't have regrets. Okay? There's nothing wrong with what you did and who you were in your life. If you swung on a pole, be happy about it. Whatever bills you had to pay back then needed to be paid. Don't regret it. Be okay with it. But tell your story so nobody else has to tell your story. Okay? They need to be released so that you don't have to, so you can live without regret. Right now I got people that shows up and talk about other people's life, and this the other thing I really hate. I hate to hear this. This is what I really hate. Y'all ready to hear this one? I hate to hear this. This is what I hate to hear. You need more Jesus. And I'm just like, you need to make up your mind. I'm just a little confused. Because at the end of the day, if you're still here, remember, you're still here. You're still here. So evidently, God has given you another opportunity to get it right or do whatever, whatever. But don't let the people in the church. Y'all see what's going on right here in the church? In these churches, what they talking about and fussing about, and ain't got nothing to do with the kingdom of God. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. Learn, have a relationship for yourself if that's what you choose to do. If you don't, however you choose to do it, do it. But don't let nobody tell you that you're less than when you're all that you need to be. God, I don't want to cut it. Let's just sit it in the center. But that's too much yellow. Urgh. I'm telling y'all what kept me bound. Don't be bound. Don't be bound. Me and my grandmother had a conversation yesterday. She said something. I said, Grandmother, that's your lived experience. That's not my lived experience. She said, what you mean? I said, that's the life you had to live. That's not the life I have to live. She said, well, you just don't understand. I said, you're absolutely right. I don't understand. I don't know what it is to be told you can't go into the front door. You can't do, I don't know. That's not my lived experience. And for those that don't know, I have two grandmothers that is almost 100. And then their mothers, well, one of my grandmothers, her mother lived to be 104, and then her mother lived to be 99. So I've heard the stories. I am 7 generations removed from slavery. I've heard the stories, but that's not my lived experience. So when I come out of my, as my grandmama said, my sassy mouth, I don't have to sit up and bite my damn tongue. Is what I want to tell her, but I also didn't want to get slapped. I didn't want her to get in the car and come up here and slap the taste out my mouth either. Because I believe she would have, but it's not my experience. So I did it in the best way I could to try to explain. That's not my experience. Uh, what's going on right now in the world? This is my lived experience, right? You get to see, she had some things to say, and I listened to what she had to say. And then I again said, I understand, but that's not my lived experience. And I'm going to choose to do X, Y, and Z. And I want you to respect me because I'm a grown woman. And these are choices that I choose to make based on my lived experience. Basically, what my grandma wanted me to do is to pretty much crawl up in a hole and not have to talk to folks. And I was just like, Grandma, that is not going to happen. And we're just not going to do that. But I understand where she's coming from because it's her lived experience. And she says she's scared for people people in the world. And I was like, well, I've been scared for them. But that doesn't mean that we have to go into a hole. She's like, people are just so bold now. I was like, I feel like they've been bold. I just feel like social media and the news is highlighting it more. We get to see more now. That's just it for me. That's what I feel like. But y'all know what I said earlier about them opinions. They're just like buttholes, and everybody got them. So, but I just wanted y'all to share. I want to share my grandma's opinion so y'all can see where this conversation has been coming from. Now, it's after 4 o'clock, and I said I was gonna gel plate, but I didn't get rid of the pile. I didn't get rid of the pile that I was supposed to get rid of. I didn't. But I like this. Y'all see that flower right there? That's my flower. Y'all see this flower right here? This is my flower. Y'all know where y'all can get it from? Over there at PM Artist Studio. I'm quite sure Mo gonna drop a link for you. This is how they win. Cannot be quiet. Cannot be quiet. And we can be respectful and tasteful. Very much so. Because, what do we say? We can entertain a thought without accepting it. That's law today. This is Create Joy Studio. I'm going to get this etched in something so I can put it up over here. Put it in the studio. Because in here, there's a sign when you come into my studio that says, do something every day that makes you happy or makes you grateful. I can't even remember what daggum sign says now. But those are pretty. Those are pretty. And then this is the other thing, I don't want division to be brought in a place where it's meant to bring you joy. Which is why I usually don't get into conversations, because I kind of don't know how to stay off of the I just want to paint kick. And then people think that I'm insensitive. It's just like, I just want to paint. I just want my joy. I just want to paint. And that's just my cry. And that's where I'm going to stick. And they're just like, you just don't know. You need to stay You need to stay in the news and you need to watch the news. I don't want to watch the news. Every time I look at the news, another mother done lost a child, senseless. Another mother done lost her daughter, her son. I don't want to look at that. I don't. So do I choose to be, as somebody told me, you just choose to be ignorant to the situation? Well, I'll be ignorant to the situation. That's what I get to choose to do. That's my choice. And I'm okay with that. Hey, Judah. Hey, everyone. Had a beautiful walk, and my daughter sent me a photo of a rose blooming in the winter. A beautiful day today. See, that rose came up again, y'all. We started the live with talking about David Austin roses. Lisa put in the chat about a rose. People are like roses. When they open up, they show you who they really are. You really get to see all of the rose. And here we are. Judah comes in here and says her daughter sent her a picture of a rose blooming in the winter. There we go. If that was not confirmation of everything we just talked about, I don't know what was. I'm just saying. I feel like that's a good place to just let that go. Did I not say these are my flowers? Did I not say these are my stamped flowers? Did I not tell y'all? Did I not share? I don't think I shared this with y'all, that these are my stamps. These are mine. These are my foam stamps. And this is what they look like stamped out on my art, on some paper. Look at that. Look at that. I was trying to make Lexi's still here. This is my attempt of cerulean green, or cerulean, not cerulean, but cerulean. That was my attempt at it right here. And it was looking like that. And then when I put that tad of blue in there, I got it. It's just like, oh, so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. But y'all can get these over at PM Artist Studio. And if you never ordered over there, listen, if you never ordered, create your account over there at PM Artist Studio. Use the code KarenFan10 if you've never ordered, and you get to save on orders. I think it's $35 and up. Get you some. Get both of them. And then go get you some pop dots, because, you know, I use pop dots and mayhem, and those are my favorite. And whimsical. Oh yeah, Darcy, oh Lord, Darcy and Karen, we've been going together so good. So good. With, what is it called? Can't think of it now. I just lost my whole train of thought. But yeah, that's where we are. So I'm gonna move this because I got some things I need to show y'all, and I figure all that I just let out, I feel like I need to breathe, and the best way for me to breathe is to be gel printing and stop talking. Because sometimes talking just makes my heart hurt. Because again, I just want to paint. I just want to be happy, and I want everybody else to be happy. I do, but some people don't want to be happy. Some people like being miserable. Some people, and they don't even know that they like being miserable. They don't even know it. I'm going to put a sentiment over that. So let's walk these back. And some of these, look at that lotus. Becky would be proud. This one's probably going to go on top of something else. But go make cards out of them. Love those two. Love those two. I saw a question. Karen has a fan code. Nope, I saw something else. Did you all know Karen has a rose garden? Oh, y'all don't know I got a rose garden? Oh, if you follow me on my YouTube, really been with me, do some more. Go to the playlist that has what is it? Morning walks. Morning walks. I have some red roses. I have some white roses. I have some pink roses. Red, white, pink. Of course, it's the traditional colors. I have a blush. Mr. McCoy bought me rose bushes. Instead of buying me roses, he bought me rose bushes. Because I was just like, I love flowers. I love flowers. And I told them, give me my flowers while I'm still living. I can't see no daggum casket spray. Well, I'm not going to have a casket spray because I'm not going to have a casket. I am a direct cremation. Let's get this party started quickly. And y'all go on about your business, have life. That's what I've said. And then I love peonies, but here in Alabama, it's not cold enough, so I can't. They told me I have to get a hybrid, but I don't like the hybrids. The hybrids aren't the same. And then I have stargazer lilies in the front yard, so I love lilies. And we have some irises. That's what my wedding bouquet was made of. Lilies, stargazer, let's see, lilies, stargazer lily, um, iris, and I can't think of that other lily. They all my bouquet, my wedding bouquet represented the people that I loved and had lost. I said I was going to show it to y'all. I guess I'll take a picture of it and then put it in the community. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Okay, I'm taking a deep breath. Lisa says, how did you find Karen? I saw slapping paint on paper short from her front porch. Her front porch and mine look like twins. Yes. Yes, she has a beautiful porch as well. I have a wraparound porch. I'm working on getting me a bed, one of those swing beds to go on my porch. But remember, the wood man, we ain't been back to the wood man. We have not. I'm gonna have to find somebody else. Oh, those are pretty. Those are some pretty pages. Okay, look at that. Laura, welcome. That's a new name. Laura says, I'm not having a funeral. This is Carla. Oh, on Laura's iPad. Okay, Carla. I was going to say, Laura, that's a new. Yeah, I'm not having a funeral either. And I've already put my stuff in writing, so that way the kids and Mr. McCoy can't undo what I want. I mean, they can undo it by not doing it, but I've had a conversation with some people to make sure that it happens. And then I want to be spread it out here on the ranch. Okay, y'all hold on for a second. I got to go grab something. Enjoy that beautiful. Oh, let's cover up that. There we go. My sign is courtesy of Di. I can't find it. Oh well, we won't worry about it. It'll be okay. It will be all right. Let's put you over here. I think I got enough paper to do what I want to do. Is that not beautiful? And remember, when you start changing who you are, y'all, remember, things are going to change in your life. Even you will change. And even you will start questioning you. And even you may possibly have some concerns, but I want you to trust the process. I had to trust the process. I asked myself this question. I was kind of like, if you could, the version of who made those choices that I was regretting could have a conversation with today me. And then I started writing it out, and I was just like, you know what, you weren't a bad person. You just wanted what you wanted, or you wanted to please. Because remember, I'm a people pleaser, was a people pleaser. Um, so that's kind of what it was. But I allowed myself to outgrow things, and I'm not apologizing for it anymore. I don't owe my past eternal loyalty, which means I don't owe people that were in my past loyalty. I have to walk forward. And remember, everybody that you started on the journey with, they are not going to possibly be on the journey with you now. And be okay with that. I mean, really be okay with that. You got to. You got to. That's the one thing I'm going to say. You have to be okay with it. Other than that, you're going to be continuing to regret things, and not from your vernacular. It's going to be from theirs. Let it go. Slap some paint over it. Put some gesso over it. Put some black paint on it. Slap some gesso over it. Start over. Start new. Start new. Okay. I had some. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, what did I do with it? There it go. I went looking for it, and it was in here. Is that not beautiful? Me and this tissue paper, we got a love-hate relationship, but we gonna get knowed up today. I'm gonna either love it or it'll never come in my studio today, because we're gonna pull it, and then whenever I decide to not pull it, I'm gonna let it sit. But this one's set. Hey, Kathy Grant. Not all flowers smell good. Oh no, not all flowers smell good. I think some of the most beautiful flowers that I've seen one time, and that thing smells so daggum bad. Yeah, not all flowers smell good. We were married. Let's see. Kathy Grant says, "Thank you for talking. I lost my great grandson, a grandson to murder, and in July last year, I lost my husband." Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, have mercy. Mm. Oh, and y'all, 39 years. Lord, have mercy. Mm. I'm really trying to get back to my art. Kathy, get you a blank piece of paper and just start slapping some paint on it. Well, first, let me ask you, what was your art? So let's start there. Kathy Gilbert. I called her Kathy Grant. That's because we got a Kathy Grant. So Kathy Gilbert, welcome, welcome. I feel it. So you're new. That's why I got you. Thought you were Kathy Grant. But we got a Kathy Grant. So Kathy Gilbert, what kind of art do you do? Let's start there. And my heart does beat for you. Lisa says, this is a, yeah, Karen, I'm visiting Carla. I've enjoyed my time with you. Cool, 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 cool. Got it. Okay, I got it. P saw that in Makers and said, "Oh, that's really, oh, this one? Yeah, is it not? It is very much so beautiful." I'm just beside myself. And did I not say Darcy and Karen go good together? I think I told y'all, even in our stamping, whimsical, we just doing good together. Eddie, teardrops. We do good together with teardrops, but mayhem. I have to work on mayhem. I need to see if I'm gonna like mayhem. But teardrops, we've been doing pretty good. Okay, we got Julie Parker says, one thing I noticed when I got married, suddenly everyone started treating me with respect. I didn't change. I was just married. Could they not have treated me with respect when I was still single? No, that's a good question to ask yourself. Marigolds are pretty, but oh yeah, marigold is one that stinks. Yep, Darcy and Karen are a great combination together. Just saying. Kathy says, I've done all kinds of art, but I'm going for gel printing. All right, Kathy, pull that gel plate out. Let's slap some paint down. Whether you feel good, whether you don't feel good, just slap some paint. That's how slap paint on paper got started. I just started slapping paint on paper because my heart was hurt. I didn't mean for it to be a thing, but it has turned into a whole thing. Like it's a thing. Which is why I say I have zero tolerance for the bull. I don't have time because I've just had to fight to come through so much. Okay, this is the other thing that I don't like about this tissue paper. Okay, now how you crack some edges on it, I don't know. It's what P was going through yesterday, and I'm just like, I just don't have time. It's like find one of the corners, and then we got this one because there's no edges to crack, and it's just ripping. But this is also not the what's that stuff called? That heavy duty paper or whatever, that wet strength tissue. This is not that. I don't know what this is, but we will not be ordering it again. I mean, I think it's okay for, I don't know, but I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. Marigolds stink. No, this not Carnival. This is not Carnival. I don't know why I'm holding on to Carnival. Like it pulls up. You see how it pull up? It literally just pull up off of the separate from the paper. The paint and the paper wasn't married together. But when it does work, it comes off very much so beautiful. Left some impressions on the plate, but that's okay. I just wanted to let go. It stayed on all night. And put it on last night after Becky and I got off live. All right, so there was something on the plate. I was stamping my flowers. So whatever was on the plate, I left it on there. Didn't worry about it. And then I put peacock swirls. This one is I think it's Yolans. That one. And then we had bramble branches over there in the cut. And then I stamped off my flower. And so that's what we got. And then I pulled it with lime green. I mixed lime green and I already had blue on there. So this is my attempt at the color combo. That's what it was. So you got the chartreuse and you got some purple in there and some blues. That's the attempt. That's what it was worth. Glue those bits back down, girl. You must don't know me. I cut them bits off. Like literally, you can take that and put it in a reframe and I'm gonna let that one go. If you caught it, you caught it. But yeah, I cut them bits off. Literally. Literally. Okay. Oh, that was funny to me. Okay, same thing. Playing with peacocks. And let me think about it. Oh yeah, up under here, the flowers were in there and they got drowned out. That's why I had to go back and do it again. Now I wish everything came off the paper, like came off the plate like this one. See the purple? I pulled it. It drowned it out. It drowned it out. So, but it's still a pretty print. So it's like I don't know if you can kind of see in there. I can barely see it, so I'm not gonna make you strain. I'm not. And we got some ghosting on there. We're gonna love that later. We're gonna empty them off. Pop dots and peacock swirls. And I think it should be flowers on all of them because I was trying to do flowers on all of them. But oh, use yours for making cards so it's good. Julie Parker, I got too many papers, girl. I'm not keeping all that stuff. Look, see, even right here, we got that. That probably, I'm going to keep that, but I don't got time for all these little bits. Like in life, I ain't got time for all these little bits. I ain't got time for all of these little bits in my studio. This one is pretty. See the purple in there? We was working on it. We was working on it. Got the combo. Got the combo. We got the color combo. We did the Pantone. The pageant blue. I did my version of the bright chartreuse. Didn't print out right. Didn't look like that. And the heliotrope, which it was purple. So put that over there. And then the mark making element was overlapping circles. So I took my little thing and did the overlapping circles. I think that was very, very good. I did a good job. I gave myself a splat on the back and said, "You go, girl." Lisa said, "Karen, you send me your scraps." Okie dokie, Lisa, I will send you my scraps. I will be happy to send you a bag. I will make sure we get a bag or envelope full and I'll send them to you. There you go. So if you don't know, if you're new here and you just have not been around, the color combo, and I pulled it off so fast. It's in Makers. You go over to Makers color combo January. Actually go to Makers. It's on Facebook and PM Artist Studio on Facebook, and then you look for Makers and you join Makers, and that's where the color combo. Normally, I haven't done it in the past. I've done it, I think, 2 times. But I was very much, those colors excited me. But in the past, if the colors don't excite me, then I kind of don't play around with them. But this one I like. Just holding on. Let go. Oh, very much so beautiful. Did pretty good. Did pretty good. That's what you got to do. You got to pat yourself on the back and talk to yourself and say, "Girl, you did good." Yeah, there you go. Mo put it in the chat. Click on that link and go hang out over there. Get some inspiration. Have a conversation. They got a lot going on over there right now. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. We ain't stopped there. We kept going. We kept going. We added some pop dots. We got our circles. We got our colors. We kept going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. We kept going and going and going and having fun. I really think I need to condition this plate. I do. And it probably says, "You keep saying you're going to do that and you don't do it." And I'm like, every time, "I'm sorry, my bad. I feel like I don't need to put no more paint on you after today." Look at that. So pop dots in the house. We had pop dots to show up. Very much so beautiful. Oh, so this is another part of the conversation I want to have. Because I started, but I stopped. I did this to myself, and I don't want you guys to do it to yourself. If you, I asked the question, if you could talk to the version of you who made those choices or the regrets or the things that you're just not so happy with, would you really shame them? And I'm talking about the old version of you. Would you shame them, shame yourself? Or would you say you were doing the best you could? Nah, I don't like that one. You were doing the best you could. I kind of don't like that answer. And then, I feel like it's an easy way out. So I want you to give yourself a real, real, real answer. Because why? Because the truth is, you'll stop attacking yourself and you'll stop speaking to other people out of your trauma or out of your regrets or how you feel about yourself. You'll stop speaking to other people that way. And I tell people, like I said, when somebody this is what I hear when somebody says, "Oh, you just need to pray about it," or you need more Jesus, or you just need God in your life, and all you need more God in your life, and all. I'll be like, darn, I guess they need more God in it. I turn it around on them. I don't receive it no more. You know. And it's like, like my mother-in-law, she always says her favorite thing is, "Oh, you just need prayer about it. You need more Jesus. You just need this. You just need that." I just be like, "Oh, I guess that's what she needs." And that way I stopped worrying about it, and I stopped listening to a lot of the things that she was saying. And I was just like, maybe that's just what she feels for herself. I don't know. Haven't had that one-on-one conversation, but we getting there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. But that's with great intentions, because why? I want the relationship to be better than what it's been in the past. And in the past, it's been very passive, and I have been very passive. So I'm no longer going to receive what somebody else maybe feels about themselves. I mean, that's just it. I feel great about me. I am the best thing that God woke up this morning and is. Like, I feel like the ranch would have just the dogs would just be sitting in the dog cage if I wouldn't have got up this morning and went over there and hung out and played with them. So something had to happen for me to get up. And I needed to get up and be great so that I wouldn't sabotage my day or whatever. So I had to start off my day with saying, "Girl, you the baddest thing that God woke up this morning." And I was. But some people don't do that. Some people wake up and look in the mirror and be like, "Girl, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Look where you are now. You alone, you by yourself. Everybody else around you got somebody. Everybody else slapping paint on paper. Everybody else accepting who they are. Look at you. You just nothing." And then they go and start telling other people that. Pump your brakes, boo. That's not me. That's your life. Now, what Karen wants to do over here and be full circle with it is, you might have not started out that way, but where you are now matters because you're here. You are here right now. Stop sabotaging your future with your past. Did I tell y'all I was talking to myself? I wasn't talking to y'all. I was just letting y'all eardrop on the conversation. And I decided to push live while I was having this self conversation. That's all. I was really talking to myself. That's all. Hey, Robin. That's all. Exactly. One of the best things about making mistakes is that it makes it easier to understand other people when they make similar mistakes. Yeah, it's kind of like y'all get together and be like, "Oh, like I always say, oh, we old hoes together. Look, you used to do that, girl. I did that too. You did that too. Yeah, girl. Where did it get you? Girl ain't get me nowhere, or it got me here, or I did this. Girl, me too." And then now y'all just going along, but nobody's judging nobody. I've written 2 books. Can't nobody judge me. I've already judged myself. I've already said whatever I had to say. And then, like I told you, my daughter said, don't be crying over stuff that made you happy. Right? So, what great intentions actually sound like is this. Let me give you some real life intentions, not Pinterest ones. I tend to stop rushing my healing. I tend to choose peace even when I could choose chaos. I choose joy. Y'all know me. I want to be grateful. I want to walk with a grateful heart. I want to slap paint on paper and create joy. If I'm in a funky mood, somebody done pissed me off, I want to come over here and grab some paint, slap it on this gel plate, do a pull, whatever. We do not want to stay in a funky place, because if we do, then we'll start talking to people out of that broken and hurt place. I intend to create joy without waiting for permission from my feelings and my emotions. I want my emotions to know, we're not doing that. I'm not explaining myself to people who don't listen anyway. But I do agree, Mariah says, I must keep serving the truth up to them, my truth, and who I am, because I have grown intentions. And grown intentions change lives. I'm going to say this, and you can agree, disagree, or just let it sit. Regret is not required for growth. Compassion is. Clarity is. Consistency is. And you know what the other one is? What ties all those things together? Intention. That's why we're going in. We're continuing walking through 2026 with intentions, intention, momentum. Some people are not going to be able to keep up with you because you're not going to be worried about the foolishness that they've been talking about. I'm just saying, let it go, guys. You're not late. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're just, you've just maybe done things the hard way, or it took you longer. Or, like I always tell Mr. McCoy, you had to go down the road a mile before you realized that you took the wrong route or you didn't take the right exit. It doesn't make it right or wrong. Don't regret it. He don't. He just be like, well, we here together. And I'll be like, but I could have done so much more with that hour that you just took off of my time. And that is more beautiful because we're that we're together. And he's the one that brings the light in for me. It's just like, hey, but we're together. I'm just like, oh, okay. After I get over the fact that I'm mad that we're an hour outside of, but he brings it back. And it's true. It's true. Now, I got some new paint, y'all. Not really, but I did. And it's new Nova Color, Artist Acrylic, Polymer Medium. They're very interesting. I got to learn them, but I wanted to add them to the studio because I saw somebody use them and they inspired me. And when I get inspired, I like to try new things. Like yesterday, P inspired me to even pay attention to her talking about that dadgum, what that thing was, that color chart. Because her passion got real deep. Like she got real serious with it. And I kind of put my head up and I was just like, what's she talking about over there? Because when she said something about that color wheel, who's she barking at now? I was like, oh Lord. Because I was just like, that's interesting. But some of the way she explained it yesterday, it made me think about some things, maybe. Or it made me go back and look at some things. And I was just like, hold on, let me get some tape so we can stop digging on that. So I can stop digging on it. Speaking of tape. Oh, that just reminded me of the whole conversation this morning. Tape. I was doing the same thing Lexi was doing. Let me get this tape. Yeah. But I went down the. That's why I did my I blended my own color, made my own chartreuse. Was after what P said about. She was talking about colors. And if y'all missed that live yesterday, go over there and check it out at PMR the Studio. Some good stuff coming from me is some good stuff. Cause y'all know me, I don't care about the color wheel. But when it came to mixing that chartreuse, it's just like, P said. Like, let's think about that. And then when I thought about what she said and saw that, I was like, oh yeah, that worked out. All right, there we go. There we go. And we gonna keep this. I'm gonna slap it in my journal. Oh, Darren, you got a lot of paint over there. I thought it was just a little bit. There we go. And tape matters out here. Oh, you got the loosey-goosey tape, you got the stank tape, you got the sticky tape, you got the too sticky tape, you got the it don't do it right tape. See, you gotta laugh about it. You just gotta laugh about it. Just don't be too serious. Just laugh about it. And if you don't know about the tape thing with P and the tape, you do need to go talk about that tape, baby. I was like, dang, is it that serious about the tape? Now look at that. Is that not beautiful? That was beautiful. All right, hold on. We're gonna stick that somewhere because I don't wanna lose it. Don't wanna lose it. We should make a chart. We should. You should. We most definitely. Y'all, look. Hold on. Let me back that up. Y'all surely should, Mariah. A chart is needed. A chart. I think we should make a chart. Let's see where we're going to stick this piece of tape. Oh, see, that one's right there. Let's stick this one right there. Does that flip? Yeah, let's put it right there by the flip. Now look how that, oh, don't do that. Stretch out. There you go. She said, I don't want to go in this book. There we go. Flip, flip, do. There we go. Boom. Another one of my art journals. Handmade, homemade. By who? Me. Did. Did. Sure did. Oh, and I got a shop too. Slappaintonpaper.com has some of my handmade art journals in there. Do. All right, let's put my tape up. I don't think nothing else needs to be cleaned. We are going to play around because Mo mentioned carbon black. Was it carbon black, Mo? We got to go. All right, Laura and Carla. See y'all later. Watercolors are my favorite medium. Oh, hi, Unicorn. Watercolors are my favorite medium. I didn't start with watercolors today. Watercolors are my favorite medium as well. I love me some watercolors. Dinner time. But Mo, what kind of black was you talking? You said the other day. I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember, but I got some carbon black. This is carbon black. And I feel like I need to know some more, get knowed up some more on this paint. But I figured what better way to get knowed up? Oxide black. That's what it is. I don't have no oxide black. I don't have any oxide black. Sorry, that just didn't sound right coming out. I have to show a little bit of my education, just a smidge. And then other times, I don't care. Sometimes it just don't sound, it does not sound correct. Oh, welcome to my world. All right. What did I want? I want something. We got some paper. Let's put that right there. I need a stencil. That's what I need. I need a stencil. I feel like the stencils ran away. They got covered up with paper. I love carbon black. Yes, okay, carbon. I'm trying to get the blacks, the black colors, and answer the question for myself because I had asked the question, and I guess some people use it and some people don't. I guess I don't know. So black and gold. We're getting ready to do some black and gold. Black and gold. Oh, we need the bigger plate. Oh, that smells so good. Don't y'all like when you take your stencils out? Ooh. They smell so good. Ever try to follow a Bob Ross tutorial? Yes, and I don't like being constrained that much. When I say slapping paint on paper, I am literally slapping paint on paper. Now, we do have a Bob Ross. Well, I don't know. Has Barb in the chat? I don't know. But Barb is a Bob Ross fan. She does acrylic. She does all the things. Ooh, look how creamy that is. Ooh, that is very much so creamy. I almost want to say it's a little loosey-goosey, but it's not. It's just creamy. It feels creamy. Oh, shellac some down. Just put it down. So this came yesterday. And I've had to give a bad review. Not outward. I did not. I had to make a complaint. Let me back that up. I had to give a complaint because when it came, as you can see, it had exploded. Paint was out there. Paint was all. This one had exploded. And the top said, you know. So, don't deliver my stuff all wonky. Now, I got in my mind black and gold. So, we're going to let this black, going to let it dry. Oh, it smells good. Don't be sniffing on your paints too much, y'all. But this smells very good compared to that daggum Nick Pro. This smells amazing. Oh, that is very much so beautiful. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's neat. Now we're gonna pay attention to how long it takes it to dry. We're learning. I'm learning on the fly with y'all. I'm learning on the fly. I need some paper to stamp off on. Ooh, no, we're not gonna stamp that. Where's my paper? Jesus Christ. That's what happens when you clean up, y'all. All right, let's stamp you. Just plop you right off over there. All my brayers are clean. Let them take a bath. Bob is fun to watch, but it's not the kind of painting I want to do. Yeah, it's not. Sniff it, but never lick it. No, don't lick it. We lick rocks. We don't lick paint. Although I don't know, some people might lick paint too. I ain't smelled none that I wanna lick. All right, there we go. Put you right there. Had a little bit of paint over there, so we're gonna use that intentional brayering. All right, so it's not craving. So we're gonna let it sit over there, but that's a nice, that's very good. Just so we're gonna pull this with gold, and I have, that's not it, antique gold, and I have yellow gold. So this one is yellow gold. See, I haven't even opened it. Oh, wait a minute, I got a brayer off. Letting that paint sit on my brayer. That wasn't good. I just saw it. Ooh, interesting. That one don't look as creamy as the other one did. But they are two different kinds. See, this one's open. See how they were open? Like I haven't even, this first time I've opened this. I didn't even, so yeah. We took a picture. I took a picture of the other ones. I didn't feel like I need to take a picture of all of them. This one seems creamy. This one not so much. Not so much. Yeah, that one's thick. Look at that. This one is, it's yellow gold, but you can see it. It won't pour out. And this one is antique gold. It's different. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm with you on that, Robin. I don't like the way, I don't want, like, I don't mind adding a medium when I've had it and it got like this, but to come in the door like this, I don't think so. And it's, there, I can turn this upside down. It's not moving at all. And this one, so you see this one, it's nice and loosey. So I hate returning stuff. I'm just like, I'm not gonna return it. Just send me a good one. Cause all they gonna do is throw it in trash, and then I can still use it for mixed media or something. But we'll still get something out of it, but not coming out the gate. No. Well, let's get us a wet wipe. We got us some new wet wipes. Finally, finally, it happened. Something, something, something. I've been listening to more music. I changed my algorithm with my music, pulling up music that gets sent to me. I'm just like, oh Lord, what is this? And then it get to going. I'd be like, oh, okay. Gonna have me dancing around in the field. People gonna be passing by like, is she okay? She is. She happy. She just got her joy. That's all. All right, so we can't use this one. Okie dokie, Lisa. I'll be here. Keep up, Mo, keep up with me with the time. Because you know, I don't know Di's time. I know their time didn't change, mine did, and I don't remember. But I want to go watch Di. I do, I do, I do. Oh, so I guess we'll pull. I'm curious though, but it looks so. I'm going to use it, but I don't know. What? Don't know. And y'all know me. When I don't know, I'm gonna find out. So we're gonna pull with that one. That black and that would see how it goes. I think it'll be okay. Let me see something. I think it'll be okay. It says that this is opaque. We'll see. We'll see. We're not gonna stress over it. We're not gonna stress over it. Why? Because we're gonna have fun. All right, let's go back over here with the. We got circular, not circular. We can have peacock swirls on the plate. We got some ghosting. We're just gonna plop this right on top. And I needed to show my stencil that I cut. I kind of messed it up a little bit, but I still can use it. Okay, we're going in. This one is called Turquoise Pearl. Let's hope it looks good. Let's hope it looks good. Oh, look! Oh, is that not beautiful? Ooh, remember when I used to get that excited about shoes and a handbag? Not no more. Oh, you just pour it. It just wants to pour out. Ooh, that one is loosey-goosey. Oh, that's enough. That's enough paint. That's a pretty blue. It is. Oh, it's turquoise pearl. No wonder it's so pretty. That's a lot of paint. All right, we got another plate over here. Let's put some of that over here. That's a lot of paint. We probably need another one. That's a lot of paint. Roll back this way. All right, there we go. Share with your friend. There we go. Still might be a lot, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take a peekaboo in a minute, and then we'll see. If it's too much, then. That Breyer's on pretty daggone interesting, too. It's a different feel, let me tell you that. So has anybody used Nova colors? Okay, we're going to need to take a little bit. We're going to have to splosh it off a little bit because I put a lot of paint on it. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to take this. That was pretty. Let's put a little bit more. That's going to be a pretty piece of paper right there. That's pretty. Just imagine this. I'm going to take this one and brayer over it with gold. That's going to be pretty. All right, you sit there and dry. Let me peekaboo again. Peekaboo. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. Not too much paint. Now let's flop off over here on this other plate that we already got, which is gonna. Oh, you bought one. What Nova color did you buy? And how are you enjoying? Have you tried your Nick Pros? Is Kathy still here? I've had paints I bought literally like the consistency of cottage cheese. Ooh. Have to watch Priscilla to be singing that song. That paint looks like peanut butter. Didn't it though? I bought one, the Nick Pro. Yeah, okay. I'm waiting on the. I'm learning what to do with the texture of them. They remind me of Liquitex Soft Body. The Nick Pro or the Nova. Next month, I'm going to order some stuff. Okie dokie, Kathy. Oh, take that stencil off of there. Okay, so we got two. It smells good, though. I must say, I'm very impressed by the smell. I am. And that dried already. This one, yeah. So we got, so what we say about the metallics, I'm gonna say is true about this. It is dry. Got it all over my hands. Happy hands, happy hands, happy hands. All right, we got that one is, and then I have yellow ochre, and that's it. No, and then blue pearl, blue pearl. Let's open blue pearl. Oh, how about we put blue pearl on here, then put black over blue pearl. I think we'll do that. Hold on, y'all. The sun's gone down. Let me close the blinds. And Mr. McCoy, when you come in the house, it's going to be cold, so keep your coat on if you got it on. Because you know my air condition does not work in the studio, so I had to get some air down here, baby. It was hot. It was hot in the studio and it was hot outside. That's just too much hot for me. Just couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it. Too much heat. All right, so this one right here, I'm gonna let it dry. It look like it's not shiny, but we're gonna let it dry for sure, because we don't want to mix it up. Don't want to mix it up. Let's put you down here. But already, I would say this is dry. Yeah. Robin says, I'm not sure if I like them. Nick Pro is metallic gold and Nova color is red copper. Oh, red copper pearl. Okay, so the Nick Pro is metallic gold. So you got one Nick Pro metallic gold. And since our gold isn't working over there with that, and I wanted to pull that with gold, we're going to pull that Nick Pro gold out. Well, it's iridescent, so it's not metallic. It's iridescent, which maybe not be what I want. Let me find my other. There we go. We're going to go with gold because I want it gold. Trying to use up old paint and get some new as well as stencils. Yeah, Darcy did a good video on getting rid of the old, going into the new year. So I got rid of doing that and putting stuff on papers. I got rid of that. Hold on, let me get the paper because I put that paper down. Put that paper down because that was metallic. I think about 12. I emptied out 12. That Liquitex Gold is one of my favorite. This one, man, yes. That is, I was using it too much. So that was another thing I had to stop doing was using the things that I would use more and started using up the things that I wasn't using. And then I came into some good combinations. I trusted the process. I love that. So that black, this is the black. I mean, let's talk about the behavior. The behavior of the paint, it's loose. It's really, really loose, but it's maybe, let me see. Soft body, not soft body. It's not soft body. So it's not as soft body. And I guess if you look at it when you put it up to paint that I would squeeze out of this tube, the consistency is not that thick. So somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. I don't know what that will be. Somewhere in the middle. It's not loose. It's not soft. Because I got soft bodies. I got 3 different soft bodies. It's not loosey-goosey soft body. And it's not thick. So it's somewhere in the middle. Now let's put this over here because that is very much so beautiful. And it doesn't take that long for it to dry. We're going to let that one dry a little bit longer because I want it dry. So let's go with this one. And we did gold. I think that'll still be pretty on there. But let me think about something. Let's think about something. How about you get over here and get out of the way? I don't need you right now. Talking to my chair. Mid body, yeah, middle, yeah. It's not. Ooh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. Nice. There we go. It's not that loose. I mean, that thick, I would say. So if it spilled over, it would definitely pour out with a little consistency. I'm going to see something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to see. Because, you know, I like experimenting, trying things. Have to make dinner. All right, Robin. See you later. As always, thank you for coming over here, hanging out, listening at me rant. But I tell y'all, by the time I finish getting it all out, talking to y'all, I feel a whole lot better. So I hope y'all be feeling better. Or it gives you something to think about and be like, oh, and just in case you didn't know, if you just scrolled into the stream, these are my flowers. That sounds so good. Usually it's somebody else's stencil. Somebody saw the dream, the vision, and they made it happen. You go over PM Artist Studio. It's all their fault. Look at there. Just keep going. It keeps going. You think just when you think it's done, it's still going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. So we got 2 things going on over here. We got this, which is very much beautiful. And some of that gold, look at that gold still in there. That was still on my brayer. So you get that shimmer going. Let's get us some paper to get that down. Oh, where's that? I got some different paper that I want to do that on. Lord have mercy. I don't know where it's at. It's watercolor paper that I was going to pull it on, but I don't know where I cut it up, and that would have been a good one to put on there. What did I do with that watercolor paper? Nope, not there. Oh, golly gee. Don't know. Oh, well. No worries. Let's brayer off. I'm going to do that pearl. We're going to do this pearl. We're going to let this dry a little bit. Make sure that paint is good and dry. Good and dry. I really want that paper, y'all. Oh, is that where you are? Nope, that's not where you is either. Don't clean up your stuff too good, because then you hide stuff from yourself. It's a pack of paper I just cut. I literally just cut it up. Did I put it down here with you? Jeez. Oh well. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. Probably sitting there looking at me. So let's put this over there. Put this over there. That's why I wanted to do it on watercolor paper. Because when I did it on watercolor paper, then when I pulled it, I would have been able to watercolor in the petals. That was my whole point of cutting up the watercolor paper. Can't be mad at nobody but myself, because I don't know what I did with the watercolor paper. And that sucks. Nope, nope, not there, not there, not there. Sheesh. Makes me feel like I didn't cut the daggone paper. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And you too can drive yourself crazy. Okay. I feel like I didn't cut it up. I really do. Jeez. Did I put it? Oh, maybe I put it in a drawer. Nope. That would make sense, right? That would make sense. But I didn't. Okay. I'm going to let that go. I just can't let it go. I know I cut it because these right here, these are here. And I cut the papers up so that I could have it. Oh well, let's slap some more paint on this paper. Let's just not stress over it. Let's not stress over it. Because I will. I'll continue to stress over it. Okay, so we did, what color? We did a black one. We did a blue one. Did we do an orange? We didn't put orange down. Let's do orange. Wait, do we want orange down? And what other color will we put orange with? We don't want orange and, do we want orange? Oh, let's do orange and pink. Let's do orange and pink. So we're going to put orange down. Or should we put pink down with something? Let's say with something. And then pull with orange. And this is inspired from the live last night with Becky. Becky had some beads with orange and I want to say it was pink and orange. I think it was. Team Orange, yes. Okay, we got Team Orange, but pink and orange. What's it? Pink and orange. I think we should try it because with this stencil. But which one we put down first? Pink and orange. So which one we put down first? Put pink down or put orange down? I think that'll be pretty though. The beads were beautiful. We got Team Orange and we won't have Team Green. Amy K is actually on her own live right now. My call. Oh Lord. Okay. Choices. Pink first. Thank you. Somebody help me with that. Thank you. Just close your eyes, Mo. Well, Mo, it's not really pink. It's magenta red. Wait, what is it? It is. It's magenta red. Okay. Well, that's not pink. Don't move that because you go and knock that over. That is definitely going to fall. So this is Lucas Krill. Definitely a different smell from the other one. Definitely. That's Peekaboo. I like that. Okay, we're just going to let that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I want this pull to be intentional because I like using I like doing the brairing off over here intentionally, because y'all saw how I did the flowers when I put my flowers on top of the paper and just turned them into what will probably be a card. That turned out real good. So when you do the flop off, you get to, don't think it's not used. For those that maybe haven't gel print or like, what? It's like, don't waste it. Put it on something. So there we go, pink. So we got magenta. And then let's check out the one that we doing already. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that shimmer. That blue is very beautiful. So this blue is turquoise pearl. So it's just not turquoise, it's turquoise pearl. All right, let's go. All right, let's put this over there, and we know we're going to pull with orange. So I'll close this up so I don't spill it. Put that over there. So we put it up there because that's going to work. I'm very sad that this yellow gold just didn't work. Isn't working. Like it ain't moving at all. But okay, let's put this over there and let this one do its thing. Look at that shimmer. I really feel like this shimmer is going to be bad. And we are going to, I'm going to put black. I'm just going to go in and pull it in black. Although I really think, though, we should do the blue pearl. I want to see how it's going to turn out with the blue pearl and then pull it in black. Let's do that. Ooh, that might be too much. Give me some back. Can I have some back? Yeah, give me some back. These remind me of those Amsterdam ones we got. Antique, whatever those things called. Eddie pulled them on black paper. All right, let's let that dry. But they're by Amsterdam. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna pull it in black. We're doing some things. Now let's put this top back on this one. Because, Lord, if I knock these over, I'm going to be in trouble. They're going to definitely be all over the place. Definitely. I can't decide what stencils to get. I like most of them. Kathy, welcome to my world, girl. But if there's one that I have that I can maybe show you, like, what do you like? I guess that's kind of the thing. Like this one that I just used is, Mo put the link to it. You get what you get on this one, which is, it's different. I like it because I can collage with it, like when I cut stuff up. So let's pull this one in black. We're going to stick to it. Now the black seems a little thicker, so it doesn't pop off as easy as the other one just did. And of course we know that's because of what it's made out of, or what it's, the brand. Not the brand, this is carbon black. Yeah, that was pearl paints. That was it. Thank you, Mo. That is exactly what they was. Pearl paints. Oh, see, now this one here is kind of crazing like crazy. Let's go put some more in there. And I should have maybe just left it alone and let it be. Very, very fine paint. Very fine. Don't have to manipulate it and overwork it. It kind of tells you to stop Brewing. Welcome back, Julie Parker. Welcome back to the show. I hate Amy's on now. The same time I am. I wanted to support her. Her in a scrapbook. She's on a team. What do you call those things? You're on, I think, collaboration team or something like that. I think that's what it is. Scrapbooking team. Design team. Yes, that's it. Okay, see, look. Yeah, see, I needed some more paint. But we're not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Because this is mixed media paper. So what I'll do is I'll come back in with my watercolors. And wherever you see white, I'll come back in with my watercolors and maybe put another color in there. So it did pretty good. I actually like this. This is this black. So this carbon black and this turquoise pearl by Nova Color, two new colors to the studio, are pretty good together. I kind of like it. We'll like it even better when we pull it. So let's let that one dry. Y'all are gonna have to get me some more stands, get some stands for my gel plates. And I'm trying to find something that just speaks and says Karen. I ain't seen nothing that says Karen yet. Is that dry? I think I'm gonna need to let this dry a little bit more. We want it dry. But look at that. Look at it. It's already coming through. That looks good. Just let it dry a little bit more. Oh, we got us an empty plate. All right, let's go over here. Where's my book? I just feel so discombobulated right now because I can't find that paper. I just feel like it's sitting right there looking at me, and I'm just like, where you at? All right, so I want some. What are you? No, we did peacock swirls. Oh, let's use this one. And pop dots need to pop out. Pop dots. Kathy Gilbert, if you don't have anything else, let me tell you something. Let me inspire you to get pop dots. Pop dots, everything needs to have a pop dot in it. Pop dot. Pop this and pop that. Pop dots. Oh, and then the tears need to go with this one. I like the tears with that one too. Teardrop petals. And then there's another one that I like. Certain colors. I guess that's for me how I choose my stencils is because of the colors I use. See, that would be pretty right there. Look at that on top of there. I like that. And then we're going to put some fallen leaves when we do the McCoy mashup. The McCoy mashup with the stencil smash. We're going to do it. We is. And I feel like we're going to leave that on the plate. Okay. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Oh, I ain't got time to wait for all that to dry, but watch this. This is a future. So we got pop dots down. And then we put wait, who is this one right here? Oh my goodness, who is French Laurel. I think that I don't know who it's by. Put French Laurel right there. You see how them pop dots popping out right there? No, I think it needs to be French Laurel would need to be down first. This need to be done on the bigger plate. And then the pop dots be popping through. Pop dots. Pop dots might have to be last this time. Might need to be last because let me talk this out. So the laurels, the teardrops, because the teardrops are going to be inside, the laurels are going to be inside the teardrops. And then the pop dots, of course, are going to be popping out. Everybody's going to have a dot. I think I like it. Let me flip it because this is what it would look like. When you're looking down through there, you got the laurels are going to be the highlight. Then you're going to have your next layer, which is you're going to see the petals, the teardrop petals. And of course, Pop Dot is going to win. No matter where you put Pop Dots, it's going to win. Except I wouldn't want Pop Dots first this time. I don't know. Maybe I would. Either way, I think we would do that. Now, am I going to do that right now? No. Because why? I don't got time to wait for it to dry. And I do have to wait for each layer to dry to do that. But that's just a thought. I'm going to leave those out there. Mariah says, so what color are you going to start with and will it be an opaque? Oh, if I was going to do it, now you trying to threaten me with a, okay, wait a minute. So Mo, because I want to be done for Di's live, and I know Di's time. I can't remember what time it is, and she starts at what, 7? So, but see, when y'all go to thinking colors, y'all think of in order of how you're gonna see it, and I think of what color I want to see these laurels in. That's how I think about the puppy right there. I don't know. Green, you want to start with green with the laurels? See the laurels in green? All right, put the colors in there. So Mariah said, and will it be an opaque? So if she said green, let's see the green. Well, green would be opaque or semi. Can we start with a semi? At least this thing says semi. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this one. Di has not scheduled her live. I presume she might start in 20 minutes. But if you want to do a mashup, do a. I got you, Bo. I got you. Oh, it ain't a mashup. It'll be these stencils. The mashup I could do, but this. Okay, we got a permanent green. Tell me the green. So we got this permanent green, which is the line through it means it's not opaque. That's what I saw. This one is semi-opaque. Oh, you know, we can do the Aura Hooker's Green. Hooker's Green. Let's start out with Hooker's Green. Is that it? Where's that other color? Got another green that I know I like. Okay, wait, what? Okay. So colors after that will show through, which is why, wait, so opaque then? If it is opaque, it will block the other colors. Right, right. Okay, then I was right. I was right. Yeah, yeah. Right. No, no, what I was saying, that's what I was saying. The color that I put down here, I want to see in the that's why I said it that way. I want to see this color so that I can see everything behind it. But if I felt like if I put green down, then green wouldn't be a color that would, yeah, we on the same level. I said it differently. Like if I put yellow down or if I put this green down, then you'll be able to see through it. Like in my mind, when I flip this over, you'll be able to see through it like you can see through here. But if what she's saying, for those that is not clear on what she's saying, if I put down a color that's not see-through, you won't be able to see through it. And if you opaque means, this is the way I think about it. Opaque means it's like it's a window that you can't see through, like a stained glass window. You can't see through those church glass windows, but a shower glass, that semi, you can kind of see through it unless it's a clear shower door, then you can see through it. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. Karen, do what lines or spaces? Wait, what? Karen, do you want lines or spaces for that first layer? Opaque will block and hold the color. Right, we're talking about okay, we're not talking about opaque first. You're not talking about opaque first. Got that. So the color, which is why I'm assuming why you said the green wasn't, you wouldn't want to do the green because the green would just start off blocking things. And then that's why I said, what about the lime, this here one, which is green light, which would, you would be able to see through it. So that's why not that other green, because this one says it's semi and it's a lighter, so it's a lighter green. So yeah. Mr. McCoy is heading home. Okay, so the dogs have eaten. All you have to do is take them out. You're welcome. And if you are gel printing or if you're trying to figure it out, do like I did. Figure it out. Because sometimes you just can't figure it out by reading or trying to figure it, like, what's she talking about? What are they talking about? I don't understand. If you're on team replay and you're trying to, what is she talking about? Then just do whatever you do. And if it doesn't make sense, let me see if we can make it make sense. But see how you can see through that? Now, the colors is why I've been playing around with colors, which is why I say I couldn't do all the other stuff at the same time. I just be wanting to have fun and slap paint on this paper, on this gel plate, and then put it on the paper, and then admire it and make it into a card and just be like, oh, that was beautiful. That was fun. Let's do that again. Right? Mo said something. I forgot. I forgot to read what you said, Mo. I did. I know it had something to do with the lines and something about lines. Which is, this is an interesting stencil. Oh, I don't like that. But we done did it and I done pulled it off. So I should have peekabooed first. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. There's some pretty things coming on over here. So, see right here? What you put down first is what you're going to get. So right here, if I put this down here, where Mo was talking about lines, so you line it up and you put it down, you look at it, are you going to get all the things? For me, I would get all the things, but I wouldn't want, that's why I didn't want pop dots. And see, pop dots, now that I got this part, I don't want pop dots because pop dots is, I don't need it because we got all of this right here. So we're going to let that dry because it needs to dry. And what did I say? Oh, we were doing orange. Let me go back. Let me keep up with what I said. There we go. Orange. 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 Yeah, some people that call it orange, not orange. Orange. I want some orange. You want some what? Be like in Texas. Um, they like water. Some what? You mean some water? Water. It said dialect. When we be talking about the dialect, I said, good gracious life. We didn't leave countries. We were right here in our own country, and the dialect is different right here. My stepsister, or my half sister, she's not my stepsister, she's my half sister, she's my daddy's daughter. She lives in South Carolina, and we can't talk on the phone because I can't understand a thing she says. She talks so fast. So we text. Now, when we in person, I can read her lips a little bit. Oh, that's craving. That's doing a little craving. Let's go and slap that down there. There we go. I think that's going to be pretty. Okay, so that is, what did we do? We did orange and magenta. So we did magenta for the pink one. So the equestria went down pink and then orange. Now, some people might not like this combination. I think it's cute because when it comes off, the way I'm going to look at it is like, oh, that would be a beautiful card. Depends on how you want to see it. I think it's beautiful, you know. And see, I can see pop dots being popped up in there. So I was going to pull it up, but I'm going to let it dry. Now here, I'm going back in with black, and I want my Mars black. I don't want to play with that other black right now. That's ivory black. Where'd you go? There you go. Paper, paper, paper. I'm hoping my paper will just pop out at me since I really think I put it in the drawer. I think I was trying to be just that organized, and I think that's what I did. Put it in a drawer. Well, I can definitely see the black and that pearlized. Oh yeah, there it is. So you can see the flowers, but not as bold as I wanted them to pop out. Not as bold. And what color did I use? I can't remember. Oh, I used the fluorescent orange. So, but it's in there. It's very, very discreet, very, very faint. But you can see them. But I think it's going to show up better when I pull it, because I think it might be a little bit of the shining through. Let's see. Are you dry enough? All right. So to me, this right here, the stencil. Let's talk about it a little bit, because I wanted to put what I want to put on top of it. It's the bits, and what I really want it is the positive. Do I have an empty plate? I feel like I don't have an empty plate. I want it to flop off. So I wanted this to be open. This to be open. Yeah, I wanted the negative. I wanted the negative. So when you want what you want in your mind, you think about it. You gotta remember. So this is normally where I haven't used this one in a while. And so if I took this and did the flop off and flop this off on another plate, then it would have. I do got another plate, but it's my big plate. Let's see what's on you. Either way it go, I can't get it now. Well, I can get what I want. Hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. Because you want what you want. Intentions. Paper already lifting up off of this, so it's gonna. Ooh, this is beautiful. Oh, and then we're gonna lay some grunge on there. Would you look at that shimmer? I'm loving this blue though. And remember, I put this one on. This is mixed media paper, so where it is white, I'm gonna go back with watercolor, and I'm gonna watercolor it in. That one is very much so beautiful. Look how defined that blue is around. It's like it's hugging onto the black. That's beautiful. And then I could go back on here and take my flowers and stamp over the flowers. That one could be pretty. Let's put that over there. That's a good one. Now I don't want this one because this one has, I like the shadowing. I mean the ghosting that's on there. See, that will cover that up. That will cover that up. But if I flop off on it, but I still need another plate. You need 2 plates. All right, y'all. Intentional gel printing. Okay. You don't like where it's going. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I need this plate. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Just hold up. Just want what you want. I want what I want when I want. That's just that. Cause see, sometimes you get to doing it and be like, wait a minute, you know how to do this. Now watch out. Look at that. Imagine now if pop dots would have been on there in black. Man, good. So see where these right here, the black is around them and it brought it back in. I would want that to be teardrops. Like teardrops around that. Which is why I would have to have the positive. I mean the negative. I would have to have the negative. This is the positive. This was all positive bits from the thing. And then when you put the pull color on there, then it brings it all back together with two separate colors. That's a pretty color. I like that. Totally here for the emo prints. That's pretty. I actually like that. Black and green, but I needed the plate. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to play around a little bit. Am I going to play with this one? Yep, we're going to play with this one. We're going to play with this one. Somebody go give up a plate. Who go give up a plate? Who is on next? Oh, you can be pulled. Y'all move over there. Share with your friends. Share with your friends. Oh, this black and gold is beautiful. That is pretty. That is very much so pretty. Kind of makes you think of a pepperoni pizza, or it kind of makes you think of being on like a compass. You got a compass? You know the compass? They look like little individual compasses. That is very much. I like that. That's beautiful. Let's put that over there. Now we got my plate. This is the plate I want. I'm going to use this plate. But I got to start over on this plate. Get two for the price of one. All right, and now we're going back with green. We're going to go back with this green. Lisa didn't spit out at me. Hey, Catherine, Happy New Year. How are you? I have not seen you in a while. You've been hanging out in the balcony. Everybody's back to work doing their thing. That wasn't enough paint. I already know what I had to deal with last time. This one, for whatever, is thicker than the rest of them. It's not loosey-goosey and moving around. It is not. Oh, it doesn't matter. I need just paint on the top. I just want the top. So I don't need to brayer in the paint. Glad I slowed down on that. Okay, we want the flop. All right, so we got two things going on. We got that one. We got open. So I got holes. Got the negative. Positive, negative. positive bits, lines. This one's kind of hard to say no lines when all these lines. So positive, positive. I mean positive, negative. No lines, lines. Now, when I go thinking about this in my mind, for me, I look at all of these open holes, right? Then I go and see when I go and put the next layer on, when I put the next layer on, which I want it to be teardrops, petal teardrops. I like all the circles. So I figure everybody gonna get a circle. But then when I was looking at this one, I was like, well, this is all circles, little swirlies. Would I still like it? Because Mo always comes up with a good question. And I think for me, I think it'll cause some confusion, but I think I'll be happy with it because these are little lines and those are bigger lines up under there. So, oh wait, I know what I didn't do. Okay, that there. That there. So the lines, because Mo asked that question about the lines, where you want your lines, so that means I have to put it on here a certain way. But this is going to be right in the middle. That one will be in the middle. Or you can move it up, because I like that. Or I don't care. Like whichever way you want to take it, right? We're in a heat wave, temps between 100 and... Catherine, are you over there in Australia too? You're on that side of the world. Got to be 100 degrees. Lord have mercy. Do you want the paint to be in the petals or as the lines on the next one? Do you want the paint to be in the petals or the lines on the next one? So whatever I'm going to do for here, I'm going to do it over here first. So the flop off would be the circles. The paint will be over here. The lines will be over there. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing. So both of these are going to dry. I see what you're... I got you. I got you. Trust me, I understand. Don't stress yourself out, Mariah. Calm down a little bit. Calm down. I got it. I got what you're asking and I got what you're saying. Yeah, so whatever I do on one side, I'm going to do the same thing. And the only reason was that I'm going to have to do that is to get what I want. That's it. So not y'all done caught up with me. You get it. I have to do what I want. So starting out in the beginning, I was not going to get what I wanted with all of this, right? But if now that I have this and we do the flipping and the flopping, it'd be like, okay, now we get open holes, we get closed holes, we get the open holes over here, that then this will show up in the open holes, but over here the paint will be over here. Boom, got it. I told you. Yeah, yep, girl. Listen, told y'all trust the process. Just hold on. Wait a minute. Gotta wait till I catch up. Cause in my mind I got it, but which is why here we go, guys. If y'all want to learn how to do what we were just doing right here, go over to PM Artist Studio. They teach it over there. I know in my mind what I want. And sometimes it's just hard as the dickens to be like, wait a minute, how do I explain that? It's like I done did it and I did it this way. And all I can do is show it to you. But some people, I get it. Some people want to explain. And I just, some things I just don't do good with words. And especially here in the chat. Sometimes, but we got it. We got it. So I want this to dry. So I want this to dry. But that's why I had to see this. Because I was just like, no, I just want that. I want that right there. Because when we go and pull it up, but when we go and flip that puppy over, everywhere you see the circles, you're going to see the paint. You're going to see the paint. Because it's going to be covered up with the paint. But then when I'm going to take that And we're going to flop that all that over there. And we're going to flop that. Then it's going to be over there. And then it's going to be open holes. And then you're going to see through and see the next stencil. There you go. Got it. Boop, 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 boop. That's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Let's move that right there. Okay, let's do that right there. Okay, good, 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 good. Got it, got it. All right, so now the next question is that I would usually ask myself is what's the next color? So since we started with the dark color, then, well, we're in the light color. We'll consider this a light color. Then we'll go with a dark color because this one, we want to be able to see the color through this color. But this still wet a little bit, so we want it dry. This isn't completely dry. Well, this is dry. But because I'm using both of these, I want them both to be dry at the same time. So we're going to move these and go over here. Oh, I done put paint on everything over here. All right, let's see what you're doing. You pulling up. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I know I just saw what I want. I just saw something I want. Hold on. Hold on. Because y'all know Pop Dots just needed to have been there. I said it. Now that I done pulled it up, I want it. You just want what you want when you want what you want. And I'm giving everybody permission to get what you want. Get you some, baby. Be happy. Make sure you're happy. If nobody said they love you today, tell yourself, I love you, girl. Or dude, whatever you would, however you would talk to yourself if you're a guy, be like, you, love you. Man, I love you. Don't wait on nobody to tell you. Don't need nobody to tell you. We do not need to wait on affirmation. There we go. Ooh, looky, looky. When you get you a squad and you get you a team, everybody got their subject matter. They call it in the military subject matter experts. They're called smears, subject matter experts. Hold on, we ain't gonna wait. I want them dots on them, so I'm not waiting for it to dry. Ooh, kiss it. What you talk about, baby? Now I'm gonna leave that on there and let that dry together. Together. Look at that. Look at them pop dots. Gonna let that dry. That's what I wanted the first time, but didn't kind of know if it was gonna work out. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's see. Let's go and take it off. Oh, look at that, guys. And then we got some ghosting. We still got some pop dots that's going to still give us life. Oh, look at that. You look how that is? Pop dots is always, the pop dots is part of the show. You got to have pop dots. Karen put some happy slappy on emo. Look at that. Oh, that's just beautiful. Is that not beautiful? Just imagine. Can you imagine this? Just imagine. You know how I make my cards. Just imagine it's going to be cut, or we can turn this one into ATC, like smack, smack, 3 sections and 6, and everybody gets a dot and everybody gets a laurel. I like that. I might not even want to do what I was going to do with that back there. Might not even want to do it. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to put these pop dots in here. Where did it go? We're just going to go and put pop dots right there. And I'm going to put some black pop dots down. That Don't not even clean our brayer. We ain't gonna worry about it. Just roll out. Just roll out. Brayer out. Roll out. And we're not gonna waste these dots. Got some more dots. Let me peekaboo. Okay, hold on. We got to do the other one because what we do in the one, we're doing to another. That's gonna work out. Think it's gonna work out fine. Boom. Boom. Oh, that's who else was supposed to have a live tonight. Becky and them over in the bead place. They got the new mystery thing coming out tonight. Get that up. Okay. Rear that over that. Now, check this out. My brayer off sheet over here is also just as fabulous as what's going on over here. So we got the little equilateral rather, but the pop dots and the, it's very much so beautiful. All right. Pop dots, and pop dots. And then we got pop dots. So we have solids. This is another way I looked at it. We have liquidy, which is holes. Then we put some solids on top of them holes so that you're going to get some pop dots everywhere on equilateral. I mean on French laurel. I like that. Now after that, I'll come back because we started with light. We went with dark. Now we'll come back with a light. All right, there we go. Put that right there. All right. Now, this right here that's on my plate, I'm not worrying about it. You know why? Because it's part of the combo. The circles are already there. So I'm going down and we're going to do a little bit of, where's that? Color combo all on the plate. And then we're going to smash it up. So I'm going to put that right there. And my version of that's my version of, watch this. Just a smidge. And where's my knife? Where'd my knife go? Oh, where's my, oh, right there. Okay, that's your line right there. All right, we had, what was the other color? Oh, blue. Needs to be blue. Not with the names. And I'm using Prussian blue to represent whatever that blue is in the color combo. There we go. And then the circles are already on there. Now let's get our big brayer so we can brayer out. We're going to start over here, go down. All right, brayer off. Come back over here and bring these two together. That is very much so beautiful. Look at that. There we go. Ooh! Check it out. Check it out. Now we're going to put you right there. We're going to put you right there. Let's put you right there. And put you right there. There we go. Now where's some paper at? Ooh, that's pretty. Let's get this bag all yummied up. All yummied up. Gussied up. There we go. Get some of you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Peekaboo. Yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We like that. Peekaboo. Peekaboo always works, y'all. That way, if you know if you like it, if you don't, put some more paint on it and do it again. Like that. Boom. Color combo and the circles. Let's look at those circles, because the circles, I don't know if they're going to come off or not, but they're there. But look at that. Excuse me. And I think we're going to pull it in. When I do pull it, I don't want no black to interfere with that. It'll work fine over here, but I probably will go black over here and then light over here. So we're going to pull with two colors. Sure will. Sure will. Let's let this dry up a little bit. Dries up a little bit. All right, that was fun. I do the smash up mashup so fast now. It just don't even take no time. But when I don't concentrate on the colors. All right, let's go and I want to put this over here because I need that to go. I need the lines on this. Let me think about it. I need those lines. No, let's look. So we need that to go through. I need the paint. I need the paint. And the lines over here. Yep. We got three paints, three things going on. Love the mashup. I have not tried it yet. This one is fabulous. I think you should try it, girl. Try it, try it, try it. Slap some paint on there. Just smack them on there. Don't think about it. Just do it for therapy first. Just for the therapy sake of it. Just put them down there. And then afterwards, then you're just like, oh, I would have liked this over here. Then get some organization. These not dry yet. So I can't do what I need. These are not dry. They need to be dry because I don't want to roll over them. This is the way it is. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want the paint over here? Hold on, let me look. Paint will be, yes, we want the paint over here. So we can do the paint. So we did light, dark. We need to do light. That would be a pretty color. Let's see if we can get that on there without it messing up these pop dots, because that's what I need, that paint. I think we might be all right. I think. If not, some of them dots gonna come off. We got some to lose. We do. There we go. Boo. Boom shakalaka. I just did that wrong. Messed that whole little, put all that paint on my desk. Well, my chair done came loose again. It must be telling me it's time for a new chair. It unscrews, I guess. Does its own thing. It has a mind of its own. Who told it to have a mind of its own? I don't know. All right, let's let this dry. So see, and I also like the little clusters that the teardrops come in. That's what I like. See, look at that. And then we're gonna come back and do a gold in there so it can pop out on there. Don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Just plop it down. Slap it down. Oh, oh wait. You know what? I'm not putting another stencil on there. So we already got 3 stencils on there. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'll probably pull it in gold. Yeah. It's already done. So let's just do it. It ain't really that wet. It's not. I promise you. I promise you. It's not. It's not. It's not. If all else fails, my pop dot's gonna be cute though. All right, get the paper down. That's metallic. Get the paper down. Jayla Parker said, "Would you all put your crochet dollies, fabric, etc., in the calyx cube or something with a lid to protect them?" Um, mine is actually in a cupboard. It's in a cabinet, like, so it's protected. So I guess yes, I would say yes. I do. I did. I told you, if all else fails, my pop dot's gonna show up. But look at the laurels around there. And the teardrops back there. See the teardrops, how they popping through right there? I like that. I really do like that. Love the way the pop dots sit, like we got in the positives, in the little spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. How the pop dots sit there. That's what I was talking about. I can only say, that's why I say I can only show you. Now the color for the other one, because this one, I think still, the way the green, not the green, it was, what color was that? What color did I use? Well, oh, I did. Wait, no. Oh, I used that. That's what I used. That this one. So we use this one. Use Mars Black. Then we use the robin's egg. And then I pull with the gold. So we put there, we did first, second, third. Yeah, just in that order. In that order. So I like that. I like that. Now for the other one, let's see if we're ready to roll out. We're dealing with positives, so we're dealing with more things. So the question, oh, and then on this one we have something else that's kind of, because we got a little bit of equestrial hanging around. So that's that one. Hi, Topeka. Honeycomb look today. Send my wonderful mail when I get on February 3rd. I need one prayer, safe return back. Oh, girl, your mail already. It'll be there when you get back. Because I had sent it off Monday. Sorry, I didn't know you were going anywhere. So, look, as a matter of fact, I was supposed to email the daggum thing. Let me look real quick. This one's still a little dry, but I want it not to be like that one. Not to be like that one. Oh, she said, I need other one. Prayers for safe trip and back. Praying prayers will add you to the prayer list. It's oh yeah, it says it's gonna be delivered. And that's something. Boy, it goes up to Birmingham, then over to Houston. Processed through um well, where is it? Oh, it says the 10th. That's where I was like, where's the ship? Where is it gonna be delivered? It says estimated delivery on the 10th. Okay, friends, gotta head out. See you later. Big hugs. Okie dokie, Mariah. I'll be getting over here because my stomach is growling for hunger, I believe. We're gonna let this here dry because I want it to be dry. And then I feel like because we got some dark colors already back there. I don't know what gold. I don't know if the gold would make it as beautiful as this one did. I don't know. I really like the way this sat up on the gold, like the way you see it. So I'm wondering because let's look at the green over here. Yeah, see how that green? Oh, maybe copper. Maybe copper. Copper might do it. Because over here we're dealing with the negatives, but over here we're dealing with the positives. So you want to, in my mind, where I'm wanting to see, I want to see the opposite of what I want to see over here. I know that might not make sense, but it do to me. It really do. It really do. I'm just saying. It's a little crazy, little wonky, but it's me. It's my thought process. Do 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 do. I think it is. Somebody had asked, is medical paper the ultimate gel printing hack? I think it is. I do. I like it. Do you ever use white? I do. I do. Oh, do you think white will work on? I think you think. Oh, now I didn't think about. So instead of using white, I've been using Titan Buff. I can hear Christy saying Titan. I've been using Titan Buff, or we've been using beige. Where's that other one? Yeah, it's beige. It's been this one, which is that's a thought. Or I can use white. We can see what white would do. Do you think? I got titanium white. Titanium white. Oh, it's a little contaminated. I might need to get that out of there before I put it on. So we got white, titanium white, or like I said, we have Titan Buff probably. But it would definitely, so we're definitely saying it needs to be a light color. No, I was thinking, because I started with light, then put dark, then I put light. Then it needs to be a darker color than this one. Because we got green. See, we got all the muckety muck that's kind of down there. And I want all of that. I want all of that to pop out. Because on this side, it really didn't matter to me about the laurels over here because they kind of got smushy. So it really doesn't matter. But whatever open space that we do have, that I do have on the plate. So you got to look through on the plate. That's this why that doesn't help me right now. I can't see. See all that open space that's under there? I think white would actually do good. Let's see. Let's see. Is that if that's what you're asking, Lisa? Then we can do some white. Is that dry? That's not dry though. I gotta let that dry some more. Other than that, it's gonna mix up. So let's let that dry some more. And let's put some color on the mashup because we are definitely ready. And I said I was gonna put dark over here and light over here. So since we got this beige up, let's put it on here. Let's roll out that one over there. And dark over here, which not too dark. Not that, not that. Oh, let's do orange. Or maybe blue. No, let's do orange. Just for some, just whatever. Don't stress, don't stress. Oh, I forgot that orange is a little wiggly, acting crazy. Oh well. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh, let's get that paint. I flipped it too soon. Let's get that paint. All right, now let's flip it back. That is very much so beautiful. So this is a good example, right? See how this pops out right here? So I think we might use that beige to pull. Still, but see, this is a darker color. See how it kind of ate a little bit. You can still see it, but I like the pop right there. And I like the orange over here. That orange and purple always makes my heart happy. So when you look at this one, let's put you over here to dry. Because this is a good example. Good example. Looking at it right here, that beige or white would look beautiful right there. But when we flip it over, how much of that are we going to see? And see the blue, I don't want it to eat away at the blue right here, right in there. I don't want it to come in and eat that blue away. But the white, it might sit up on that white. So it might be good not to do the beige and just do the white. So, are you dry? Oh, well, y'all know me. I don't have time to be waiting for dry. I won't put no heating tool on it, but I ain't gonna sit here and wait all day. There we go. Now I got some pretty flowers. Okay, let's put this over here. That's beautiful. Oh, and then we had this one to pull. And those are my flowers. You can get them over at PMR Studio. Get your own stamp. All right, let's go. Where's the white? Let's sprinkle it on. Do I have some white? I already opened big. No. No. Let's see what's over there. Nope. All right, this one is, we're going to use Titan White. And I think it'll work out just as beautiful. Oh, I can already see that it's going to be. It's telling me already it's going to be. Look at that. Then I'm going to take this one and kind of go over that. Clear off on there. Get rid of my white paint. Oh, paper, paper, paper. Oh, it probably would have been good if I'd have put it on another color paper too. Possibly could have pulled that on some black paper. Look at, look at, look at. That did good. That did good. See the blue? See how it sits up on there? And I think it's going to show up even better when we pull it because again, this has gotten so dingy. But look at the quest. That one shows up. That one shows up. And you can see the pop dots. Of course, pop dots is going to show up anyway. Does not matter. Does not matter what you do. I think pop dot shows up all the time. Doesn't matter. So there we go. Good, good, good call. I usually put white in the middle somewhere, but I've never pulled with white. But I like that. And look how that sits out right there. Isn't it though? Isn't it? It did so good. Like that equatorial that was equilateral that was left over there. It really, really sits on top of the green, sits on top of the black. And the blacks, you can see all the colors. So it does work. Now, is it busy? It right now I think it kinda is in certain spots. But I'm happy with it. It's the grunge that I like. Right? That's what I like. And so when you think about it like that, when you think about it in the way of what are you going to get, then you look at it in that sense. When you look at it where you want everything to show up, then you got to do different. That's where the colors seem to not work for me. It don't really matter to me, right? Doesn't matter. All right, Adrian, see you later. I'm finna get off here because my stomach is hungry. So I'm going to say good night as well, right along with Adrian. So that way we're going to let this dry because that's a lot of paint. We just can't pull it up. So that one is on, and the one we just had, the McCoy mashup, is on. And there we go. And I will see you guys probably Monday. I'm not sure if I'll stream on Friday. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button, that bell notification all, so that way when I do go live, you'll be notified and you won't miss anything. So y'all, once again, thank you for hanging out with me on this beautiful Wednesday, and I want all of y'all to have a great day. And remember, you're starting where you are. We're not having no regrets. We're having intentional life. Love you guys. Bye.